Sheesh. I think I gotta turn it. All right, it's a decent. That is decent. All right. All right, man. If y'all coming on in, man, hit them likes and the shares, man. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let me send some of these invites out, though. See. Let's see some. Let's see some. A few more I gotta send out, too. A few more I gotta send out, too. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Uh, oh, I guess a few more people I need to send it to. I send it to them. All right, we good. What you got? He said when you deal with emotionally unavailable people, it can make you over emotional. How is that possible? How is that possible? Then you make yourself overly emotional. Why are you dealing with an emotionally unavailable person, anyways? I think that's what we're messing up with it already. Trying to change a person from who they not. So that'd be a me problem from that point. Sad family member, yeah, but still, that'll be you that make yourself emotional. Nobody can make you emotional. Sometimes you gotta put yourself in a situation where you have to either separate from a person to get yourself together, or sometimes you just gotta, get yourself together, man. But nobody can make you do anything. It's like some people be saying, "You made me mad." You can make somebody mad. You can make somebody happy. But all that's a choice. You can't force that. It's an internal thing. So yeah, family or not, friends, whatever. Nobody can't make you do anything. And if a person, you feel like a person can make you, that means you got to put more work within yourself. If you only control your life. Mr. What's the deal, man? Mr. October, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm doing good, my brother. Thank you for having me up.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, how you doing today? You having a good day so far?
Oh yeah, man. I'm blessed, man. Chilling.
Good, good. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. How you feel about the
Um,
topic, man? Wherever you want
I,
to start.
you know what? I think it's good. I think it's I hope we get some more people in here to have more
Oh
of a
yeah.
conversation. Yeah,
Sure. And
definitely.
if you, oh yeah, while we got the chance now, if you got some more people, share
Yeah,
to like 10 people or
yeah,
something if you can.
yeah, I
Oh,
can. Let me do that right now, actually. I'm gonna do that
yeah,
while we
we can
talk.
get this party. I'm doing the same thing. When more people come in, I'm getting them to share too. That's one thing I be slacking on because I was like, man, I got to focus on getting, because some people be having actually good people that want to participate and stuff, or some people that want to actually understand, from different angles. I ain't
Hmm.
no toxic live or nothing like that because I know that's where the entertainment at. But if I got to keep low numbers to keep some quality content, well, I'm gonna go that route.
Yeah,
Everybody, you could.
yeah, I don't really it's like it I had one live. I've only gone live like 5 times, and I had one live that had a bunch of people in there, but it was just the topic itself, but it wasn't toxic. It was
Yeah.
more so just interesting. It was like
Controversial.
not even really controversial.
Mm.
I could just say it. It was your ex is your ex because
Oh, nice. Okay, I get you. Let the other people feel it. That's a good one. That's something that sound like I do too. That's a
yeah,
fill in the
and
blank. That's nice though. That was nice.
yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah,
And
we
you
had
could be able
people
to
in
tell
there.
people mindsets off
Exact.
that.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I
It's like
peep.
yeah, you really talk about it, and the people were engaging, the panel was engaging, and it keeps it non-toxic because well, for one, I don't stand for that in my lives either. I don't do
Facts.
the controversial lives whatsoever. It's more of us like a place for us to just come and converse. So
Facts.
that's why I say yeah. How I feel about the topic, yeah, bro, you on it, and this is actually dope. So I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you too. Yeah, cause
Yeah,
I be trying to if I do have a topic. Sometimes I guess some of them be controversial. I guess ain't a bad thing, but it's just it basically opens some minds up because a lot of people are hiding things. You know, they don't want to confront to certain things. You know, because you know everybody got stuff they got to heal from. So, Fairy, I see you. I see you. But yeah, it's just it just depends. But my stuff is always, I mean, usually it's some type of solution at the end. I can't do no back and forth argument all day. Sometimes we gotta just agree to disagree because everybody think different. You know, we gotta just respect that. And that's one thing
yeah,
I try to get everybody to be like, because we're not the same. None of us the same, man. We gonna have some differences. That's just how it is.
and that's the point. So yeah, the topics I host in my lives are kind of the same. It's the same thing. Like if there's a lot of people, it's a lot of people. If it's not, who cares? Because we're all exchanging ideas and we
Facts.
can respect each other's ideas. So yeah.
Yep.
But
Yep.
even while there's no people in here, I mean, if you don't mind, I can just kind of address some, you know,
For sure.
things to
For sure.
talk. Yeah. So we're saying the hardest person to talk to, man. Um, I'm gonna kind of start from the bottom up.
Okay.
Well, in the middle, I guess. So insecure person or arrogant person, and why? All right.
Hmm.
So I appreciate you, Fairy Tale. Appreciate that. Um, an insecure person,
Okay.
definitely. And because here's the thing.
D-Dub, I see you.
As a person with confidence, I would consider myself to have a pretty high confidence level. I wouldn't consider myself arrogant, but I would say that I can be unwavering and I don't bend much if it's something that I truly believe in, if that makes sense. But
Okay.
that being the case, it's hard to talk to an insecure person that is not as self assured. They're not assured. They don't have a good sense of self in the first place, and that's my opinion. And I could be off base, but I feel like insecure people don't have a good sense of self.
Hmm.
So once you like whatever opinions you may have, you may not even have created on your own. You may have looked at other people and listened to other people's opinions who might think like you, and you think that they're being sensible or humble or whatever the case may be, but it still creates some sort of insecurity within you. Like case in point, if you see a woman that is, let's say, I don't know, 5'9", 125 pounds, 130 pounds, and they look at another woman that is a supermodel and they're 5'9", 105 pounds, they would, if they say that they think that they are overweight, like, oh, I could lose some weight because it's those group of women and they're all skinnier than you are, and you feel some type of way, there's no changing that person's mind. And in reality, if we're being realistic about the situation, it's like at 5'9", 130, you are actually considered to be average or even skinny. Like you're probably still a size, like you be a size zero if you were 5'6". The only reason you need a bigger size is because you're taller. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they just have a skewed view of the world and how it works, and there's not really any convincing them that they're thought process is just that. Like I said, skewed. I'm not trying to say wrong, but just skewed. It's like you need to reevaluate the way that you think about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's harder to talk to an insecure person. An arrogant person, I mean, you can just tear them down if you know how to talk. Like, if you know how to be real, you can just tear them apart.
Humble them.
Yeah, you exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas even like you can humble them quickly because even if they act like they haven't been humbled, they gonna cry in the car. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna cry in the car. But an insecure person is harder to um get them to believe in themselves more and feel better about themselves because they're insecure. So I
That
would
makes
say,
sense. That makes sense.
yeah, it's hard to do that.
It's funny. That's why I be trying to listen to hear other point because I was thinking about the opposite, but that's why I just want to hear because I want to hear all this stuff from different. I don't think it's no wrong or right, even though this is just everybody's opinion today.
Hmm.
But I just want to
Yeah,
hear everybody's spots in they. But that was a good one though. I didn't think about that. You right about that.
yeah. I appreciate it, but yeah. So too logical person or too emotional person. Man, dang, the hardest one to talk to between too logical and too emotional. Um, see, now and like you said, it's kind of an open topic. So emotional people won't listen to reason.
Mm,
So that's just one thing, and logical people don't appreciate an emotional person's views. Like they see no value in humanity. I would almost say it's like because if you did a let's say it's a thought piece,
hmm
and you say, "Oh, this man's wife cheated on him, and he stayed." I think that's stupid. All right, from a logical standpoint, when you hear that, to me it sounds dumb. But if you knew that that man met that girl in the first grade and somewhere in the relationship, like let's say they were high school sweethearts and all this, somewhere in the relationship, he stopped treating her with respect and he just felt like he was entitled to be with this person, regardless of how he treats her. And we don't know if there was any type of violence in the relationship or anything like that. We don't know anything else. I only gave you that one thing. Um, and we come back and say, oh, well, yeah, he really stopped paying attention to her, stopped coming home.
Savy. My bad. I had to
No,
say
you
her
good,
name
you
real
good.
quick.
Yeah, no, you good, you good. He stopped coming home. He's not really doing anything to contribute to the relationship. It's like he doesn't care anymore. Well, basically, you already let that woman go. If you ignore a woman, you're teaching her how to live without you. So then, if she cheats, then that doesn't make it right. But then, do we understand the emotional side of it as to why she cheated?
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, which one would be harder to talk to though? That's what we're saying.
Yes. Make it sweaty.
Yeah. Um, I would say the emotional person because, like I said,
Fact.
there's
I mean,
some.
that's supposed to stay quiet.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Yeah, no, you can add your piece
I
in.
want. I don't want to act like I know what side I'm on. I'm trying to keep it to myself. That joke just came out of me. I'm like, dang, that's what the. Dang, that just got gave up. Hope
It
nobody
came
else in
out.
here.
He said, "Dang it, yeah, dang it, you supposed to finish." No, but yeah, no, I would say the emotional person because there is sometimes, not always, but sometimes there just is no reasoning with them. If you make a valid point, they don't care that you're right about something because they're emotional about that topic. So they're gonna go based off of their feelings more than what's actually going on, and that's just that's where people you say the delusion comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
you can think that as much as you want. That is not the case. That's not true. But good luck is what is what you got to tell them. So when you have that conversation, um, I mean, yeah, it's just there. I don't see any convincing an emotional person if they've already made their mind up. So they would be the hardest to talk to.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, and then between old stubborn people or young stubborn, yeah, no, young stubborn people. That's
Mm.
easy. That one's easy because number one, you don't know anything about anything. And by young, I mean I'm just going to give the basis of say 21. So
Okay.
now you're finally old enough to either join the military, buy cigarettes or alcohol, and can pretty much be on your own. Um, and you've learned a little bit about life, and you have your own opinions about how you think the world should work, but you haven't engaged in enough life experience yet, been through any kind of trials or tribulations as an adult. I don't mean as a child. I'm not saying everybody's childhood was perfect, but you haven't done it on your own yet. Maybe since 18, possibly. I'll give you that. Like, I mean, but that would have to be the perfect storm. But you've only had 3 years of trials and tribulation between 18 and 21. And if you think it stops at 21, it absolutely does not. So for a young person who doesn't know about the world enough, you probably haven't been married. You obviously don't have any teenage kids unless you were, 16 and pregnant. But
Hmm.
then even still, you wouldn't have any teenage kids until you yourself were like 30 something years old. So you don't know anything about anything, but your opinions are so strong and you think you know everything. You need to hang around somebody who's been here and have a mentor. I think all people need mentors. Um, and when it comes to old stubborn people, sure, they might be set in their ways, but they're old enough that you could probably still have some kind of conversation with them and meet to uh come to some kind of informal agreement at least. But young people just they don't like to listen. We know that. Young people don't like to listen.
Like,
Yeah. So definitely the younger person will be harder to talk to. And
y'all can come up in the box. Don't be scared. Y'all can come up
yeah,
in the box too.
hell yeah, if you got
But
followers, please.
right. And I guess why it's like 9 people in here. I guess so this room will
Hmm.
blow up because I got some hours on here. If y'all can, my brother already share. If y'all could share like 10 people, I'm pretty sure y'all got a lot of friends and stuff. Share about 10 people, if you can, and hit
Hmm.
them. I mean, you already hitting them likes. I already see that though. See if y'all can give me the 5K, then y'all can take a little finger break.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so what you
Um,
got for that last one? I know they want to hear that one.
yeah, yeah. Have you ever been any of them? If so, what was the process to change? Let me tell you something, all right? I've been young and stubborn.
Yeah, they
Like,
break it down. Let me tell you, that's what you know it's about to get
for
real.
real, yeah, it is about to get real. Let me be completely honest. Yes, I have been young and stubborn, and that's why I say they're the hardest to talk to because um, with my father, he would try to when old people they like we say old and stubborn, so they have kind of their way of thinking and they try to give advice or whatever the case may be. My father was like, you
Yep.
either need to go to the military or go to school and become a nurse or be a telephone man because people are always gonna need telephones, people are always gonna get sick, and there's always gonna be war. So it's job security. So that was like it really was the three things that he was pushing on me, pushing on me, pushing on me. Um, and I ended up being a network engineer in telecommunications. So it's like being a telephone man, but on the computer side of things, if that works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but every time he would want to talk, I just didn't want to listen, like eh, because that was really how my father raised me. There was a lot of like tactile things that I learned from him, like how to use a firearm for one, how to cut down trees with a chainsaw, how to do things like that. But any type of um, growth, like those kind of conversations, we didn't. That wasn't really our relationship. And when he would try to say something, I just did not listen. and now being of age, uh, I see kind of where he was coming from with some of the stuff that he would say, and I also see young people out here doing things, making their own mistakes, and me thinking like, it kind of like I had to come to that realization as I passed the age of 30 and say, like I'm watching people make their mistakes, live their life, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't do that. And then it's like, oh, that's because I know better now. You know what I'm saying? Like I know better, and
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely been that emotional person before, where something that doesn't make sense, and I think we all know it has to do with the opposite sex, where you can recognize that a person is just not right for you,
Mm-hmm.
but you continue to stay and be disrespected or just not fulfilled in that relationship. But you like them so bad. You know what I mean? Like you're so in love, whatever. So you do this to yourself. And then once you're out of it, once you've gone through the woods, and you come out to that clearing, with the lake and everything, the sun is shining, you're like, oh, okay. I see where I made that wrong turn. You know what I mean? Like, and so, yeah, I've definitely been that too emotional person when it comes to uh, not being authentic with myself and what I would want in a partner. So, oh, that was a tough time. I'm not gonna lie about it. That was a tough time. Um, but so yeah, yeah, been a stubborn. Now, yeah, like arrogant and insecure. I don't think I've ever been either. I've kind of
Mm.
always been right down the middle, and I would praise my parents for that. Um,
Right. Okay.
yeah, my mom taught me how to not be shy, and I think more of what that was I just didn't have a like for most people when I was growing up anyway. So it seems like I'm shy, but I'm not shy. I just don't want to talk to that person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still kind of that way, but I'm more cordial now. Um, you kind of have to be like once you get into the business world, like that's when you grow up. You know how to talk to people, how to engage. It doesn't mean you have to like them. You just be a human being and talk to another human. But arrogant, um, I wouldn't say I've ever been arrogant. It may have come off that way because of some of my views.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me again being
That's confidence,
self-assured.
right?
Yeah, yeah, that's just that confidence and being self-assured and logical. Like if you can defeat my logic, by all means, I will concede.
Word.
But if I'm not wrong, and that's I guess the most arrogant thing that I say ever is I didn't make it this far by being wrong all the
Mm. There you go. That sounds real arrogant right there. That's all right there, right there. That's a little. You try to sugarcoat it a little bit. I ain't making this, but I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
but yeah, and it's like it sounds arrogant as hell, but when you look at like let's just be realistic. Let's walk through the steps of that I've taken to make a way for myself. It's just true. Like if I were that wrong, I would not be in this spot. And I'm not no like millionaire or nothing like that. It ain't because we're not managing. We're not how do you call that? We're not gauging success off of just like your income. It's more the
Hmm.
decisions that you make and the work that you put in. And it's in all facets of anything that you do, be it a skill, hobby, education, work, doesn't matter. I didn't make it this far being wrong all the time. So that sounds arrogant, but it's really just that confidence. And I'm still here to listen to people when they have something to say. So
Hmm.
yeah. I learn every day, man. I can learn every day from anybody.
Facts. Exactly. If you think you stop learning, that's a wrap already.
It is. You've become complacent, and yeah, at that point, I don't know what to do for you because life's gonna get harder for you than it is right now, most likely. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think a lot of us limit our learning too to to our biases sometimes we or some type of invalidation we got in our mind and stuff or whatever. Sometimes we, oh, you young, I ain't listening to you. Oh, you ain't got no degree. I'm not listening to you. You know, people do that a lot.
Yes. No, oh my goodness. Yes. You said a mouthful right there. Oh, he don't even have a degree. Why would I listen to him?
Boy,
Like, I don't know. He might know something. You know, like, I don't
thanks for
know.
the follow. Wrong me wrong. Yeah, it's a lot, man. A
Yeah,
lot of
man.
people do that stuff though.
Yeah.
So what you said was the process though. That you got out of being like those ways and stuff. Like, what did you do to kind of change from that?
Um,
I'm making you think, my brother.
you are. No, yeah. Like I said, it's a really good topic, bro. Like I was not I looked at it, I was like, oh, I gotta jump in. Like, um, no, the process of being young and stubborn, that, like I said, it just came like young and stubborn and over emotional. That came just with life experiences, and I would say that I learned from my life experiences. My mom has this saying that sometimes life's most valuable lessons are the most expensive,
Oh.
and yeah, when you pay that cost, be it in actual monetary, like financial, or when you pay it emotionally, because there is an emotional cost. Something's going to change you. When people talk about their past traumas or whatever, something changed you. And whatever you paid to get that lesson, um, it is valuable and you need to take it. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
you exchange all this time for this experience, you need to learn from that and move forward. And
Yeah.
if you just want to remain ignorant, then that's on you. So yeah, the life
Sad to say, there's a lot of
experience.
people still doing that. Sad to say.
Oh, at 100%, we wouldn't be even having this conversation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't even be
yeah.
talking today.
You
Wouldn't
know
have
what
no
I
reason
mean?
to get on this app. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
right. Facts.
Well,
You know,
everybody's good.
yeah. Well, everybody's fine. I'm gonna just scroll past this one. You know.
Oh, I'm just gonna scroll. We're just playing games and entertainment. No toxic lives either.
No, yeah, no toxic lives, no nothing. I know everything and everything's great. Yeah, yeah, okay. You know, that is absolutely not the case. But what I was gonna say is to tie into that. Like I said, I learned from life experiences. That's kind of what helped shape more of who I am. Just like I'm just an amplification of my younger self with a like a better head on my shoulders. I make a lot less dumb decisions these days. So,
Hmm.
but you have to realize this. Just because somebody is older in age does not make them wiser than you. And that's another one of the things that we
Facts.
talk
I say
about.
that a lot.
Yes, because you can have people that stop paying attention, growing, uh, changing for the better, improving themselves at like the age of 20, 25, like 20 or 25. Somewhere between there, they just kind of stop, and they might be an older adult, but they haven't learned any like sustainable life skills. They haven't learned how to uh, control their emotions. These are the people that you see out in the middle of the street holding a baby, like shouting at their baby daddy, and they fighting, they arguing, you know what I mean? Like stuff
You
like
about
that.
to
It's
give me to
it's
answer that first one, man. Cause I'm actually the opposite of what you said on that one. Cause I'm about to get some. Cause you saying a lot of stuff, and actually I did pick the same answer as you at first
Mhm.
until, and I said the same exact thing, but until my man's had said something else about that, I had to change it after that. Cause I could, you know what? I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I'm just gonna answer number one first. I already know that's gonna stir the pot. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
no,
everybody else
hey,
do the rest.
that's cool. That's cool.
I
That's
couldn't
what we
wait to
here
answer
for.
number one for myself.
I know. Hey, it's all good. Yo, I'm gonna drop you that follow too, bro. Cause yeah, no. So,
Yeah, I just got you too, man. You said you be doing lives and stuff, and yeah, well, I for sure check you out. But
yeah. All right. Yeah,
what?
no, yeah, go ahead, please. No, that was me finishing just saying it's like you can stop growing up but get older at the same time. And
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
just those are the people that you do gotta watch out for. That makes the dating game crazy. It makes your work life crazy. It makes just friendships crazy. When you notice that you're not, and again, not doing better than your friends, but you're progressing in life, and they're doing the same thing that they were doing 10 years ago. Just the same thing, same position, same struggles, and it's like you haven't figured a way out of that yet. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Exactly.
no, by all means,
That junk
go for
is.
that. Go for that first time. The people want to hear. Go for that
He
first
said,
time.
"I want to hear this."
The people want to
Oh
hear.
yeah, let me go ahead and shake that up, man.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, first I'm gonna go. I'm gonna act like I'm going for one, but I'm gonna go for the main one. But I would say that, yeah, I do feel you with the stubborn young person, and I was saying that, yeah, that is a lot. As soon as they turn 18, oh, before that, sometimes too, shoot, they turn
Oh
12.
yeah.
Sometimes to be a rap to talk to them, but I mean, they can't say too much because they still in your house. Even though some kids still be talking back to their parents and stuff, but once they hit that 18, that's a whole nother thing. And don't let them get a couple degrees. I actually heard a dude that was in one room sound like he about 19 and learned him a bunch of new words and swore he was the smartest in that whole room and stuff. I'm like, bro, you're not saying anything. You just your vocab went up. That's all you doing, man. But I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But I do feel you on that. And they most definitely hard to talk to. Both of them about even though. But it's one thing I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you. The reason why I'm gonna tell you is one thing that makes the difference between an older person and a younger person that's stubborn. And I'm gonna get to the thing that made me change my mind. The thing is, the older person is less bendable to change. The
True.
younger person, you could at least bend them a little bit. Because once the older person got their mind set up and you younger than them, right? That's the all the way rap. They not about to hear anything. They gonna be like, "Who are you?" They gonna hit you with the "Who are you?" I've been living my life all this time, and you not about to change this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, least face I see, man. Good looks. At least like a younger person, they of course they gonna play smart for so long, but they gonna get just like we was talking about that humble thing. Then one day they gonna get humbled. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
think humbled is in an older person's situation. I'm sad to say until it's like maybe another one because they will not. It's some of them that's so dang on stubborn they will never admit that they lost to a young dog. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
they have this Let me see how I gotta put it. They had this mentality where because that's why I be. Oh, you can run into the ones that be like, because if they ask you your age off rip, it's already a rap. They
Yeah.
come in this thing to say I'm about to teach
Yep.
you. You know, I'm gonna teach you, and it's nothing you can teach me. Type stuff. You know, you see what I'm saying? Stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
like I said, they both is bad. I ain't gonna lie. You know, like I said, I totally sided with the young. I was literally arguing it too until they said the who's more. Until that one thing when me and my boy was in here about who is more likely to bend. That's a whole nother thing. It's no way an older person bending before a younger person. That's all I'm looking at. That's how I be looking
Oh
at it. Because they
yeah.
got too much ammo. You don't let them have degrees and all that stuff. It's a rap. You know, both of them got degrees, but I'm just saying, like, it's really a rap. If they live longer than you, they going to be, boy.
Yep.
That's the only
Yep.
reason you can't talk to them, man.
You
You
can't talk
can't.
to them.
You can't talk to neither one, but I'm just saying you really you're not gonna let the older person is not bending at all until they feel like they want to. You know what I'm saying? But that's not happening. That's less likely to happen. I think it's a better chance for a younger dog to bend than an older one. But yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
wait
could.
to hit that one.
Yeah, no, no, hey, no, but I vibe with what you said exactly because I do that you're right. That is probably the truth. I think more of where I was coming from was like I just don't have the patience to talk to young people that are stubborn.
Facts. I'm about to and see, I'm about to say you got some on that too. That junk annoying.
It is,
It's
man. It's
super
so
annoying to talk
annoying.
to a young dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, a young stubborn person. I'm like, man, I'm
I feel
losing.
you.
You know what I mean? I'm losing
See,
brain
look,
cells
it's
just talking
more
to
valid points. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just gonna keep my head in the middle now.
you.
Cause I got my emotions mixed in with the young dog, and then I'm like, whatever, he's old. I can always say, well, he's old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could be talking to an older person, just be like, "Whatever, you old anyway." Like that. Yeah.
That's all you got to say. But a young dog, he gonna annoy the mess out of you, like, bro. I
Yo,
mean,
you don't know anything. Like you really don't know anything. So
yeah, you right. I didn't think about that. You got that was a good one. I didn't think about that one. And see, that's why I made this like that, because it ain't no, because everybody got some valid points on each side, though.
it
That's
does. It
funny,
does. I told you, yeah. This live, bro. This live is fire. I wish we could get some more people in here to have and share their opinion because this is nah. This is real
man.
life. This is real life that we go through day to day. This is a real life
Facts.
topic.
Yeah,
So yeah,
most
man.
definitely. Most
I
definitely.
got, I gotta, yeah, I gotta fire. I mean, you can either go down your own panel, but I have a question for you.
Was that
Oh, dang, I don't want to leave. I probably gotta step out in like 15 minutes,
okay?
but I will definitely be back if you're gonna be on, like
Yeah.
100% be back. I promise you that, G.
Oh yeah.
So, no, what I wanted to ask. I would like to talk on this topic, but I'm working. I can't. Oh yeah, okay. This is right. Savvy. Yeah, savvy. It is a fire topic. I was gonna ask you if you've worked with any of these people.
Oh no, nah. I can only imagine. No, I haven't. I mean,
No.
well, oh, I guess you saying in the yeah, both I did. Both I did. I'm working with an older person.
Okay. Yeah.
Debunked him and everything, but he still went back to his ways. He don't care. I'm like, all right, bro, you got
Yeah. You got
it.
it, bro. Yeah. It's you know what? It's fine.
I told you, you can always brush it. He's in his ways.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all
That's
you
just what
got
you
to say.
that's all you have to say, bro. Like, you know what, bro? Fine. Whatever, all right. Keep doing it the wrong way, but okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still trying to put that right, that circle, that square inside that circle still in. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
whatever.
I've
You
been
know what
doing
you
it like
do.
this for 15 years, and
Right.
you're like, okay.
I've been
Okay.
putting circles, squares, and circles all my life. Who you gonna tell me? That's funny. That turns back to that older and wiser. That don't mean why wisdom don't always come with age all the time,
It
man. You
does
could been
not.
doing things the wrong way for all them years. You know what I'm saying? That's just how. That's real life.
It
It's real
is
life.
real life. That is real life. Um, um, before I gotta go, I'm gonna fire another one at you. Have you ever been with, and this is like I say, in my lives, you can always plead the fifth. I always say you can share as little or as much as you want to. So anything you don't want to talk about, you be
I'm
like,
sticking
pass,
my chest
whatever.
out. I talk about everything.
That's what's up. Hey, that's why I do gotta have you in one of my lives when I have them. I'd love to have you on the panel,
Hey,
man.
I lost friends and earned friends off this because I got to speak it straight, man. I can't go around. Like I said, I'm not a feelings based thing. You know, I still care about people, but I'm more of if we got to heal. You know what I'm saying? We got to find. We gotta. Like I said, get the. Remember I was talking about the under the rug situation. We got to brush these things under the rug so we better move forward. You know, and they're always
Exactly.
about feelings all the time. So, but
It's
yeah,
not.
I feel you.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not about feelings. It's about one person having their opinion and you having your opinion.
Yep,
And if you're being authentic with yourself, then you find something that you stand on. You know what I
yep,
mean? So that's fine. And like I said again, if I have a logic about something and you like deconstruct my logic and maybe teach me something, then I'm not angry at you at this point. I'm like, I never thought about it that way. You know what I'm saying?
facts, facts. That's how it's
That's
supposed to be. That's how it's
yeah.
supposed to be on both ends for sure. For sure, it's
Oh
all about
yeah.
putting that ego to the side first, though. A lot of people don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
Boy.
show it.
Yeah. They be
Got
out
the
here.
ego oozing all out their ears. That's how bad it is.
Like they got the superiority complex to the max, and I'm just like, bro, you out here doing the most. Like,
Man,
it is what
God,
it is. But
right.
no, the question I was gonna ask: have you ever been with a person that's either overly insecure or arrogant in a relationship?
Boy,
Brother said,
boy, yeah. Yeah, I have a few exes and people I used to probably situationship with. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think I actually talked to somebody. I talked to one chick on the phone like 6 months ago. I think it was 6 months ago, and every second, like she was cool at her, she knew her looks was straight and all that, whatever. We talked on there, but it was like every time I mentioned this story before. Every time she like, so how you feel about me? Is that are you good? You know, I'm like, no, why do I gotta have this words of affirmation every last second? That's why I got something against
Yeah.
the love language thing, man. I feel like that's why I say that people need to find a way to love all five of these ways, man. If you lacking in one of them, you got to figure a way to because everybody, of course, we prioritize different things, but when you learn how to love all five of the ways, you done did some work on yourself and healing on yourself. You're not looking or dependent on somebody else for all five of them things when you can give all five to yourself first and have somebody else to add to it. But that's a
Ooh.
whole nother thing, though. But
Woo! No, yo, no, you flame that. You no, you flame that. That yeah.
But yeah,
Yes,
that
sir.
words of affirmation, I could tell she was that type of person. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to keep doing this every second, man. Because my thing is, I don't build myself up to sit here and try to heal somebody else. You got to come healed the same way I had to do the work. You know, people we keep looking for other people for band-aids. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody can fix you but yourself. But
Man.
man, whatever. But yeah, I feel you on that. I've been with it for a few times in my life. I've been around it. I probably have family members that's like that too. But you know, I say I don't have nothing against none of them because I have grace for everybody. You know, I gotta, of course, you gotta be the bigger person on certain things, and just humans is different. Everybody think different. Everybody emotions different. So we just gotta, you know, sometimes just people believe in prayer. Pray for a person, man, or hope the best for people. Even if a person cuts you out, you just still hope the best at the end of the day, man. Because everybody, you know, everybody ain't in the same state of mind. Everybody been through a lot.
Yeah. No, that's facts. That's man. You in here dropping free jewelry as well. That's cool. That's cool. I like I love it when I find a host that they can stand on their topic and actually speak on it and have something to contribute to it. It's like you're not
Well,
relying on the panel. It's like when you have your own opinions and everything that you're saying applies to real life,
yeah.
and you're sure about yourself in the way that we understand it. That's refreshing because some people will just put up a topic and you know if you start asking the host questions, they're like, well, it's just because, and I'm like, nah, I'm leaving.
What
Thanks for
the
the time. You know what I mean? Like I'm out of here.
boy?
That's
What the
fine.
freak?
For real, for
Everybody got a
real.
reason behind their thing. Some people want to, they be in, like a lot of people live in denial and stuff too, man. They be trying to act like they don't know the purpose on it. But a lot of people, if you realize on this app, they just trying to do this trauma bond thing or they trying to
Mm.
trauma exchange because they never healed themselves. That's why they want to get everybody to, because let's talk about this topic today, Will and Jada. And then next minute they talking about
Oh,
their own husbands and wives. What the heck they got to do with
that's
y'all? You know what I'm saying? You better
right.
fix that at home and stop trying to cover it up with a celebrity now. You know what I'm saying? People be funny.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, they start monologuing about their own experience, and it's like, bro, nobody
Right.
asked that.
These no
Nobody.
good men, like what the freak? That's Jada Pickett. What that got to do with? He
That's
just
yeah.
waiting. She ain't been
That's
waiting to pop that out all that time in their life. Like
couldn't
this the
wait.
time to talk about it.
Because I was with a man before that didn't, and you're like, okay,
What?
yeah, like that's
What the?
bro. Yeah, yeah, like
Compare
bro.
their anecdotal thing. That joke
Yeah,
funny, man.
yeah. And I'm
People
like,
literally.
no, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. That
Yeah, it's
joke
like
funny though.
nobody asked for that. We didn't. That's not the topic at all.
I'm not gonna lie though, man. As the everybody in this thing laughing at me, but I ain't gonna lie. Like as the past 2 weeks, maybe. Cause
Mhm.
I was very patient and stuff, but it's like if I see I'm not getting nowhere to somebody and that I'm talking to, I'm not gonna try to say it like that, but I feel like I'm at a brick wall with a certain situation that we're not getting nowhere. I'm not about
Mhm.
to, like I said, I'm not about to argue with a person back to back on different things. It's like I said, if we not getting anywhere or no resolution or solution at the end, it's just I'm just gonna stop there. I'm gonna flat out, and sometimes I cut people off like, dog, okay. Are you just trying to express yourself, or we gonna get on this topic? It's one of the things where a lot of people. Ah, but I need to get on there because in the comments they talk about me in the like. I don't care. We talking about this. What the comments got to do with us right now?
Not
You
a
know what I'm saying? I'm
goddamn.
not here for that. But Yeah, I got a little patience now for that though, man. Because I'm like, man, I'm just trying to come in here, me myself. I want to learn, and I want and help people in the process. So I want to learn and teach at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get
Yep.
or better in life. You know what I'm saying? We both had to have
Yep.
something to either contribute to, and I don't mind, even if you don't have nothing to contribute to, but if I can help better your life, I'm good with that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
it should be a fair exchange if we trying to look for a build in a community. Same thing they keep everybody want to say all this. Let's give the community, but they ain't not doing anything for it, but crying about it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
Yep.
man,
Yep. It's look. That's the other thing that that's the one of the things that I stand on when people are, if someone were to say that I'm doing something wrong or whatever the case may be, I'm like, okay, so how do I fix it? And if they're just like, I don't know, you just need to do better, and it's like, okay, so don't offer me a problem without a solution. You can keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm
right?
saying? If you
No
if
details.
it's
Just do it.
like, yeah, just do it. Just do better or
Nike.
something. Not, yeah, yeah, Nike, yeah, Nike, the Nike symbol,
That's all they
everything.
gonna keep right.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like you don't understand how unproductive that kind of stuff is. If you can, if I see a problem and I offer it to somebody and I say, hey, the hey, the square actually goes in square holes and the circle goes into
Mm.
circle holes, and you keep trying to put the square in the circle holes, and like so eventually you get it, but it takes a lot longer because it's the wrong hole. Like that's you're going the wrong, you're going at it the wrong way. That's me telling you that and telling you how to do it the right way.
Yep.
If you think that I'm doing something wrong, then please help me do it better. If you have nothing to offer, then you should keep your mouth shut. In my opinion,
Thanks.
that's, I don't know, like don't speak on what you don't know.
You ever ran into some of the people that be and I feel you on that. You ever ran into some people like they not saying anything to better. They come with all the excuses in the world. Well, that might not happen and it might not work. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? I don't know, but
Exactly.
I know they ain't gonna work. Like what the? I make myself
Yeah.
mad thinking about that, but that should be annoying.
He
Like, no,
said,
you ain't
I
got
don't know,
nothing
but
to
that ain't
contribute
gonna
but
work.
cry about it, and I got a solution, and you just want to down my solution. Like, make it make sense. What the freak are you in here for? I don't get it. But like I said, a lot of people need to heal. That's what it is. But I got a low tolerance on that now, man. I've been doing
Yeah.
this live stuff for like about a year and maybe some change now, and I'm learning
Okay.
a lot. I'm trying to build patience on certain things, and if I'm not getting to my goal, I got a low patience on that. I would say that, but I'm learning a lot daily. Good looks, D Dub, my brother.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
been around too. A lot of people been around and stuck around. I lost a lot. Like I said, I lost a few friends because it's like it was some people I had to talk on eggshells with. I just couldn't do it because I had to speak on
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm
That
saying?
yeah, and that's
Hmm.
the thing. I don't pull any punches. Like you might come to one of my lives
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, this guy is cool," but then you'll see me in somebody else's live and you disagree with my ideology or my thought process, and it's like, "Oh, why are you being like that? You're not like that." I'm like, "No, this is me. You don't know me as a person, so you
Facts.
can, yeah,
Facts.
it's like you can think that you do just because you heard me say a few things at one point in time, but if we're actually friends, if you actually rock with me, then you should respect all of my views. It's that simple.
That was perfect. Oh, that was perfect. That's
Yeah,
literally been my journey too, though. You not
hell
the
yeah.
same. Who is somebody that happened? This is funny because you hitting everything I done experienced. That's crazy. That just happened like last week to me. Hold up, this the Kev that was in this live. I'm like, man, this just my point of view in here. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the total me just because I was saying everything that rang in your ear that sounded good or whatever. I don't mean I
Mhm.
believe every last thing you believe. I got my point of view on different things. But I'm
Yes.
but overall, do you understand me as a person though? Do you know my intentions of what I say and what I do? You know what I'm saying? But because it hurt your little feeling because you ain't know that I was on this side, that I believe in, different situations because I can always bag up what I talk about, and it's always usually
Mhm.
for a good purpose at the end or for my point of view of what I feel is good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't have to agree with every last thing with you, and then I'm an enemy all of a sudden. Now, you went this way, you think that way. No, it's not all about that. But them the people, like I said, that's why I talk about every last thing so I can weave them out. Because I do believe only the strong gonna survive on certain situations. Because, like I said, I'm not no pander. I'm not none of that stuff. I cut straight to the chase so we can all do better. Because if we baby everything, we'll never get anywhere. That's just
That
how it
is,
is.
man,
That's
hold on,
just
you
how it
too,
is,
Kev.
man.
That is that. Hey, That is real talk right there. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop that for you real quick. That's just a level of appreciation. That's all.
Oh, good looks, man. I
Um,
have my face on hot and stuff now, man. Let me
I
drink
know
some
because
water, man.
we over, but we over here speaking, and it is facts though. There's no sugarcoating, no pulling punches. It's
Nah, man.
just this is real life. We're being realistic, so I appreciate it. This is like the most genuine live I've been in since I don't know. I found another good one last night. They were very cool people. I'll
Yeah.
be back in theirs. You know, they can be invited to mine. You definitely got to come up on my panel one day. Then definitely, yeah, for real. And I
Oh
don't want to
yeah,
even.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I don't even want to clash times with you. Like we gotta just. I don't know. You gotta. I'll be like, hey, I'm going live this time. We're gonna be talking about this topic. So I shoot you messages. We'll PM if that's cool.
Yeah, for
So
sure,
yeah.
for sure. I
But
usually well when I go live, I usually I'm usually don't do it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, Tuesday and Monday. I usually don't get on. Then most of the time I go Wednesday through Wednesday through Saturday, and I do some Sundays. So yeah, because I'm just so focused on trying to build this platform up. But hey, yeah,
mhm.
I
And I like,
figured. Yeah,
yeah, I like the title of it too. Laugh or learn. That's genius.
yeah,
I gotta tell you.
that's the name I had gave
Yeah.
myself. Because it used to be the Joker. It used to be the joke when I first started this app because I used to do like funny videos. Every now and
Hmm.
then I haven't did it in a while though, but I do funny videos and stuff because I used to have a Vine.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah.
then after that, I realized when I did some healing in my life and changing in my life, I realized a lot of people needed healing themselves and don't realize it because I was one of them people that did that. As of like just
Hmm.
like the stubborn young person I was, that an emotional young person too, or not
Yeah.
young but emotional person too, with a
Hmm.
little bit of logic though. Yeah, I'm from Detroit, my
Yeah.
brother. But yeah, after that, that's when I started like, I could start doing motivational things and start that stuff. And then after that, I just like, you know what? It's either I just laugh or learn. That's why I came with laugh or learn. That's like you gonna either with me, you gonna either laugh or you gonna learn something. And it's needed in, everybody need it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's what I changed my name to Laugh or Learn Kid.
Yep. And it's like if you learn something, it might be a hard pill to swallow sometime, but damn it, you're gonna swallow it. You know?
Oh my bad, Star. My bad,
Uh,
Star.
like yeah, you gonna learn, and it's not gonna change if I'm speaking the truth. Deal with it. You need to build a bridge
Mm-hmm.
and get over it very quickly, because it is what it is, man.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm a jump out for now. Like I said, I might be back. I mean, within a half an hour.
Oh
In
yeah, for
between
sure.
now and
Yeah, I'm gonna
then,
be on this for at least another 3 hours, I think. Dang, yeah, I did get on early, so yeah, I'm gonna be on for like 3 hours. But that's
okay,
the
yeah,
plan.
yeah. I hope some more people do come in and I'm here to
Yeah,
witness it,
Star,
man. Pick your
you got enough
brain.
followers. Come on up and answer some of these questions, man. It's gonna be some more. I'm getting on everybody. Come on up here and answer these hard questions. It's like, but yeah, I'll
Ain't
be
no,
here, my
yeah.
brother, man. I'm gonna for sure check you out.
All right, my
Otherwise,
brother. Yeah.
yep,
Hey, Star, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe when you answer the questions. It is what
it
it
is what it
is.
is. Stick your chest out.
Say it with your chest, boy. But all right, man. I'll see you back here in a little bit.
Yep, for sure, man.
All right, take care.
Wrong good looks on the shares. Rome at Rome. I let the Rome in the house. Better watch him out. But yeah, y'all, man. How y'all feeling? Okay, I guess the people that can't get in the box yet, go ahead and if y'all want to answer some of these, tell me how you feel. How you feel about the topic itself, man. But yeah, I think from what y'all heard a little bit, yeah, man, a lot of these things I was a few of these people. I was a few of them. I guess at certain points I could be. I think I had maybe a little bit of everything and stuff. Everybody been probably everything for real. I don't know about the old thing, but I guess maybe at one point I was old too. I guess that could be a subjective thing. So I might have been old, stubborn, young and stubborn, logical, all that stuff too. Um, I say, how I changed from a lot of them things. It's just basically, I was always an observer, I feel like that's where true wisdom come from. They say it gotta be experience and stuff, but I feel like it's more wise to not experience some things so you can, learn from other people. I think that's like maybe the smarter move. Because like I don't think you gotta sit there and experience everything to actually know that it ain't either good or bad for you sometimes. I just look at other people like, okay, I know I shouldn't be doing 20, 100 on a 40 street. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to experience that and know that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to smoke a cigarette and know that I can get whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So some stuff you shouldn't have to experience. I feel like that comes with wisdom too. I know they say experience is the best teacher and all that stuff, but some stuff you shouldn't have to experience to be taught. Because people, you get warnings. I'm not about to sit here and say that, okay, let me get sleep with these many people and stuff to see if I shouldn't, stuff like that. We shouldn't have to experience these things. Good looks on Star. Good looks. But yeah, okay, sometimes I feel like even now and then, it's an insecure person, um, probably been that too before. Arrogant, sometimes arrogance. Both of those, I feel like it's still some type of it's doubt, and it's a lot of doubt in an insecure person. It's a little doubt. It's still a little doubt in an arrogant person, because when an arrogant person got to voice something, it's still some type of it's still a little doubt in that situation, because that's why you have to voice something out to prove yourself, because you feel like it's still maybe a chance I can be wrong, or maybe it's a chance that, because it's a reason why you voicing yourself, because there's the difference between confidence and arrogance. It's really a difference. Confidence, you really don't have to voice that. That's for yourself. That's like self-esteem and all that stuff. You work on, that's all that stuff you don't have to, that's nothing you have to prove to nobody else, because, confidence is like, for instance, say if somebody say something about me, you got big glasses. I don't know. I can't think of nothing. You got big glasses. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's how you feel. So I guess I do, whatever. Not saying it. What you mean by that? You trying to, going crazy or something like that? My glasses is little, and some people be actually in denial and stuff. Be arguing this stuff in denial, but they swear they was like, no, these things is whatever. But confidence is basically that you straightforward about how you are, what you believe in, and if somebody want to argue with you, it's no really argument with it, because that to be from their perception about that. Because if you're confident, you really don't have to argue. Just like people that call themselves tens and all this stuff. If you so confident that somebody say different, right? Why are you arguing what you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's obvious that you're not confident enough. So it's most time to be insecure that you think you that ain't gonna hide though. That's a whole nother thing though. But I would say yeah, I most definitely was a young stubborn person, because even though I'd be making that joke about the soon as people turn 18, I was one of the ones too, and I was very boy. I think even as of like 4 years ago, I was like that too. I'm still like that to a certain extent sometimes. Very prideful and uh stubborn on certain things, because it's like yeah, man, I got this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling me, and then you feel bold when somebody puts you in check. You gotta always defend yourself. I couldn't admit when I was wrong. When I was wrong, I have 100 excuses behind why I was wrong. I didn't know what the heck was humble. What was that? I didn't know what that was. I just didn't know that. But yeah, I was most definitely like that. But I think once I learned it's not a bad thing to be wrong. It's not it's not a bad thing. And people really feel like it's a crime now. People really be fighting it. Like they would stay thinking that they can put a square in a circle no matter what. And then what they'll do when a person know they feel like they're wrong, what they gonna do is they gonna go around, look for somebody to validate them, even if it's 200 people saying they wrong. As long as there's two people that validate their situation, they gonna stick with it. I told you, my dog swear he agreed with me. And so, come on, man, you had to get a dog to agree with you to stay your same way. You know what I'm saying? That just be crazy. So yeah, it's people like that, man. It's people like there's a lot of us that's like that, man. And I had to, if as long as and I realize people they select their lifestyles, no matter if it's right or wrong, and they gonna stick to it because this is what I believe. They don't care if it's right or wrong. They just gonna go off of what they desires and they're gonna fight for it. Like, and that's where you come with being in denial and lying to yourself. Sometimes I be saying it a lot. Doc. You lie to yourself sometimes because it's like I said, I even remember a point in my life where I was I couldn't admit that I was hurt. I couldn't admit none of that stuff. I'm like, man, whatever. And that's okay. I can say, let's talk about how I felt about women at some point, especially when I felt like I was getting played or stuff ain't working the way I wanted to and all that stuff. Like I said, young, had insecurities, all that stuff or whatever. But I wasn't insecure to a certain point where I've always been that type where I'm not about to be around. Cause if I was dating a woman or something like that, I wasn't about to be around where I got to be on a I'm about to say they nutsack, but on they back. I wasn't like that type where I gotta be like, let me make sure no guy looking at my girl. I never been that type because I always had this mentality that if she get taken by somebody else, it is what it is. That means she was weak enough to let somebody else do that. I shouldn't have to defend somebody that ain't even trying to defend themselves. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not about to be no attached to nobody in that because I was confident in that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it is what it is because I'm like, the thing is, you gotta have that mentality because you're not gonna be around your girl all the time. That's the thing. You're gonna stress yourself out if you ain't secure or if you're not, secure in your woman. Why would you even choose a woman that you feel like you're not secure with? You see what I'm saying? So I've never been that type. I always been the type like, hey, let them take you so I know who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Let it happen. I'm not about to be worried about that. I'm not about to be hounding you. I'm not about to do none of that stuff because it's going to all come out. That's the quicker I know I don't need to be with you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was not, when it came with confidence on that, I was good on that. I wasn't never insecure in that situation though. But not insecure as in, I mean, it was certain situations where I'd be like, man, you ain't spending time. But I mean, I think even the people I was chilling with was insecure with insecure. So it was a whole different thing on that situation. But as I started being more, and that's where the confidence and all that stuff come in. I could say the process I went through from being an insecure person is like as I started figuring out that life gonna be life at the end of the day. Things gonna hit you from different angles. I realize there's people that come and go in your life, no matter how much time you done spend with them. I know we always be like, I'm gonna cherish this person for the rest of my life. All that wishful thinking and stuff. But I even got it. I got it put in my life, in my mind right now that even if things failed, even if I was in a 50-year relationship, it is what it is. Like I'm really big on that. It is what it is type thing because it's like it's nothing I can do about it. I can try to fight it a little bit, but if it don't work, I'm not about to hold no resentment or nothing because I realize people come and go in your life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's either from you to build from or it's for something that you got to learn from. I always tell people that traumas and all this and stress and all this stuff happens in your life to either to grow, adapt, or learn from. Them are the three things. And that's how you actually, grow from the situation. Because if you sit there, and a lot of people still do that to this day, they still hurt, scarred, and tore up from their past and never letting it go and bringing it along to the next person. But once I realized that I don't have control of nobody else but myself in other situations, I realized I got to keep it moving no matter what happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? I know some people be talking like, they be saying stuff like, uh, if this relationship fail or something like that, I'd never be with nobody else. That means you ain't find yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no way that you should be talking like that. You got to realize that you don't control another human. That's just what it is. What it is, and you got it in your mind that okay, I'm never dating again. I'm never getting married again. That's you. That's because you chose a relationship where you have to depend on somebody else. That's your fault. You see what I'm saying? I always recommend people, you gotta find yourself and be ready to even live life, the rest of your life by yourself and then add somebody to it. That's on both ends. There's no such thing as that this you completely, when people talk like that, or if you find yourself talking like that, you might have to change that up. You know what I'm saying? I know probably one point I might have talked like that too. You complete me, I can't live my life without you and all this other stuff, whatever. You know, you should be that way by yourself already. And then like I said, you got to put the other extra person you add that other person to it. I even say she got the little sweat thing on there, but I have made this thing, which I made it in my one of my popular poses and stuff, because I had to make sure, like I said, I had the hashtag that makes nobody don't steal that from me. And I actually mentioned it before when but yeah, about people should be an addition to your life and not an addiction. A lot of people make their partner an addiction. That's as to why I even chose to be celibate now, because it's like I realize how powerful that is. You know what I'm saying? I've been celibate for a good minute, right? And I realize how powerful it is because I don't want to be addicted. It do becomes an addiction. You know what I'm saying? A person becomes an addiction. Anything can be an addiction in your life. If you want to play video games, you be addicted to that. You want to watch TV. It's all type of things that be addiction to our life. And I was the type that I never want to be chained down to anything. I want to have full control of my emotions, my life, and all that stuff. Of course, I'm not meaning like that. It's sometimes you gotta. I'm not gonna put it. I'm putting it another way. That it is a point that if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna have to do what's best for the family and all that. I'm not trying to say on no independent type stuff, but I'm just saying as in, I still, if I never wanted to have something that's making it seem like that I can't function correctly in life without it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't smoke cigarettes. That's why I don't, I have to rely on liquor to keep myself, pills to keep myself together. Whenever you got to ask yourself why you stressing about, a lot of people don't do that. They don't never ask themselves, why am I stressing about this? Why, if I deal without this, I'm going to be stressed out. You know what I'm saying? It's just simply ask yourself that situation. But a lot of people just like living and not learning. They just live. You're supposed to live and learn, but they just living. So they never ask themselves that. They rather live the life like, I got to rely on these pills. I'm just living these pills because if I don't have these pills, I'm going to be stressed out. But why? People don't like to ask themselves why. You know what I'm saying? Why is my stomach hurt? Why did I gain weight so fast? You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just able to that because I like food. But why? You know what I'm saying? Ask why on different things. And I look at it, if you got the ability to make change in it, like you can't complain about stuff that you don't. Well, both of them you shouldn't complain. Complaining has never been an answer to anything. It never make anything work. You got to actually put in work for anything that you so-called complaining about. But one thing is you can't complain about what you can't control. And if the things you can control, you shouldn't complain about that either if you're not trying to put in any type of work in it. So it's like two things, like both of them you got a situation. Like some stuff, I mean, I look at even like I'm gonna go back to the things come and go situation that I look at if a person is meant in your life, they're gonna be meant. At the end of the day, if they not, they not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when things fail in your life, you got to ask, what did you get out of it? What did you learn out of it? And what can you do better to get out? I mean, for the next situation to set up. That's all that is. It's really not that hard. I know we put a lot of our feelings in a lot of things, but when you look at things from I still need to progress in life type mentality, you gotta think of things in that way. You know what I'm saying? We gotta realize that we don't always get what we want. And I always tell people this. I say this on my live a lot. We don't always get what we want. We gotta realize that too. That's why I tell people to be more grateful in life. They just gotta be grateful. They gotta be more grateful and appreciative when you do get what you want. Finally, be appreciative. I was even I think I'm doing a lot about that, with the difference between deserve, because people like saying I deserve this, I deserve that, the entitlement mentality and stuff, and that, which is another main thing why why a lot of us so damaged, because we feel like deserve this, deserve that. That's why I had that other live about less expectations and more appreciation, and that's how I gotta be, man. We gotta appreciate more, man, because like none of this stuff that we do, none of this stuff is promised to us, even life itself. Who told you that you're supposed to be living today? Man, you got to be thankful every day. That's why I tell when people be asking about how you feeling today. I mean, it's a blessing to wake up every last single day. If y'all never learned that since the pandemic that been going on and stuff, and all these people that been off this face of this earth and stuff, and you still here, like I don't know what else major you got to do to change a lot of people. I don't see how still people is so angry on this app and still talking about nonsense and all that stuff after you still living since 2009. That I don't know, man. People People funny, but I realized that with that situation, this separated the people that depend on other people and the people that know how to figure things out for themselves. I don't know. I realized that it did that separation though, but yeah. But I guess man, I got some hours, man. So I guess mm, I guess I answer it for myself then. What the heck? I thought that was that one dude. I was about to block him. I see that little picture. I know that dude be on some BS. But but you already got my intake on a stubborn person, stubborn old person, stubborn young person. Um, I think with number two then, uh too logical and too emotional. And most of these is basically dang near even, but it is like it's extra stuff that makes it. I think it's a toleration thing at the end of the day that I figured out that with most of these things, which you could tolerate more. So, because both of them about dang near even. Because some people just be so dang on logical that you be like, dang, all right, what are you feeling? Where your emotions at? Dang, you know what I'm saying? You be a little too. But if that's, I mean, if I had a choice that's the hardest, I would most definitely say an emotional person is the hardest to talk to because it's like you talk, it's literally like you don't, it's really like a brick wall. You cannot talk past emotions, and then like even trying to talk to them, like it'd be like it kind of like a waste of breath because they not even. The thing is, them the main ones that want to listen to respond. That's the main ones that they they. Oh, it's so much to that, man. All they do is basically spill out what they want to say most of the time, and they hard to even for themselves to understand. It's hard to understand them sometimes, and it's hard for them to understand you. So I don't know about that. What you say? Arrogant people, I can get I can get on an emotional level, but arrogance doesn't care. Oh, you mixed that in. It's supposed to be arrogance versus insecure. You she done, she done went to the two different things. So hold up, we gonna do that over and I gotta answer the way that is up there. I ain't do the difference between an arrogant and an emotional person. So how you feel about the insecure or arrogant person? That's the question on that one. But yeah, yeah, overall if I had to between a logical and emotional person, yeah, I think emotional is most definitely. And even I think I'm gonna use what you had said about that. You said you can get on the same level as an emotional. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I mean I could feel you though, but it's all about did they understand you at the end of the day. I think if two people that's in their emotions or a person that be too emotional, right? Because I did put two. They're not trying to hear anything until they kind of calm back down to their level when they feel like it. But a person that's too emotional, you don't know what's gonna happen. Some people that be too emotional, they might end up hitting you. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter how kind you think you are, but I mean that go different ways. I did say I ain't just say emotional. I said too emotional. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know about that though. I can't deal. I forgot to add that on there. You don't know what to deal with that. I'd rather take a logical person. At least they be smart enough to not punch you in your jaw. At least they can be logical about that. Emotional person, it ain't no hoes bargain with. Oh man, it ain't no chain on that situation. You gotta watch yourself. Shoot, a lot of gang members. If you ever realize that they very emotional. That's why they do what they do. A lot of people that's doing these a lot of the groups and all this stuff, boy, it's a lot of things that come behind emotional people. Too emotional. Oh, sorry, I just joined. I thought you were asking which one was hardest to talk to out of all. Oh, no, no, no. That's just hardest. I guess I could make that another question though, but I guess if you said out of all them things, you said let me see, what did you say anyways? Out of all of them, arrogant. Mm, I guess I could feel you on that. I think if I had a choice out of all of them, the hardest. Mm, logical, emotional, stubborn. Yeah. That junk is sweaty. You got me. I'm sweating on my own sweat. It's crazy. Which one could I pick out of all of them? That's the hardest. Arrogant, stubborn, old, young. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think the one that trump it all. I gotta go with the. Shoot. Yeah, okay, if we talking about trying to build understanding with a person, I would say the. Whew, boy, you got an arrogant person is. You're right about that. But I would say a stubborn old person. I think that beat everything. I would say that. Be- I'm just saying to build understanding, because don't let them find out that you younger than them. You really not gonna get anything, because that's dang near someone as close as arrogant at the same time. So it's like there's no different from a person that got degrees and all that stuff. You could be arrogant with no degrees, no age, no nothing, right? But when it come with when you got the age with you and arrogant at the same time, or stubborn, arrogant, you say the same thing. That's about being there the same thing. It's a wrap. You really can't. You're not going to get them to understand you at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. I feel that I picked that out of all of them. Out of just an arrogant or insecure person. But all of them hard to talk to. All this whole list, all of them is literally hard to talk to. But if I had to pick, yeah, I don't know. I would have to go with me. It's just with me because everybody different. What's with me? I would say a stubborn old person. I'll pick that out of all of them. So you said arrogant is usually just stuck in their ways. Yeah, I feel you on that. But imagine age with it too. A person that's older than you with it too. You really ain't talking to him. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to invite. Oops, I didn't mean to invite. You ain't got to take it, but if you don't want to take it, you can. But th- you can take it if you want to. I was about to say. That's basically the same. Haha. Yeah, as I said, it's kind of a tie between that, but it's a tie between arrogant and it's a tie though. But I just got to say that one Trump in my book. That trumps. That just trumps. Yeah. Oh, that people always start with. Listen here, young. Exactly. They know how to burn it at the same time. They already arrogant, right? And then they gotta already belittle you at the same time with that. What you look, make it act like you just you did not the. So I don't, what I'm saying, that burns. It burns a lot. It burns a lot. But I would say, they are I would say they're the easiest the one to brush off, though. I would say because you are, especially when you get of age, you're gonna realize that you can hit them with it. Like I was talking to my brother from earlier. You can always brush them off with they're just stuck in their ways. You know what I'm saying? You can just stick it with that because that's just how it is. So them the easiest one to brush off. You know what I'm saying? But man, you got me over here trying to change my answer. Nah. Cause I would say you said hard. They just hard. I didn't even know that my own stuff was gonna be hard with myself. That's how I just made up this stuff and ain't really think on it. But that's how it's supposed to be though. So I can you know have different thoughts even within my own self sometimes. Insecure person, that junk sweaty too. I get annoyed by an insecure person, but I can understand them at the same time though. I think I get more annoyed the more I heal myself. But like I said, I still gotta be fair at the same time. I gotta be fair though. So, uh, Marie, I hear you little in there. I heard it though. What's up?
Hmm. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, man.
Um,
Ah, man.
are you going just through the topics or are you?
How you feeling? Would you want to hit the topic, or what you got on your mind, man?
Yeah. Well, especially the first one. So the hardest to talk to, for me personally, neither one. They're not really hard to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, an old stubborn person, you have to like kind of like you are, how would I say, like you're kind of like coming up to them with the mindset of they're already stuck in their ways, they're not going to change or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But then that old stubborn person, they may flip and surprise you and be like, oh, damn, I guess you're not really stuck in your ways. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's different and everybody can teach, whatever. So an old person can teach a young person, and a young person can teach an old person.
If as
So,
long as you're teachable.
right, you got to be coachable for sure. That's definite. A young stubborn person, I would think they would be more ignorant
Mm.
because
Mm.
they're not haven't even lived their life yet. Like they don't even know, they haven't even experienced it yet. So for you to say, "Oh no, I'm just gonna do this and do it this way," like, okay, well, let me know how that works out for you.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you can be stubborn. You can be stubborn the rest
Humble,
of
my
your life.
brother. What's the deal? My bad.
But yeah, so as far as that goes, yeah, I don't think neither one of them are really hard to talk to, or one is harder than the other. I just think
That's what she
it
said.
depends on the person, right?
I had to, man. I had that was so
Yeah,
easy.
I say a lot of things for people to say that too, so I got used to it because I be thinking the same thing. Because you know how when
I
people
would
say,
be 90 years old still saying, I'm
"Oh,
sorry.
always, always," you know when people they say, "Oh, get your mind out the gutter," I'm like,
I'm sorry.
your mind's there too, because that's how you knew what I was talking about.
Right. How you know? Right.
Right.
How you know what that mean?
hmm so too logical person or too emotional person. So I would think it'd be harder to talk to somebody who's more emotional because most of the time, they're not able to think logically. So they don't have the emotional intelligence either. So their feelings get in the way of something that could be very, very simple or very like reasonable. Like you need somebody there to always be the reasoning. Like you need a person that's gonna bring you back to reality. But like, yo, calm your ass down, chill out. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. Let's go. The logical person, I would think that they would be coming off more of arrogant because they're not showing their emotions. So a lot of people just think, oh, you don't even know about feelings. All you're thinking about is you just thinking. You just use your mind or whatever, and that's it. Some people feel this type of way.
Yeah.
So I would think that, yeah, the logical person will always come into those conversations with that the backlash of somebody saying, "Oh, well, you don't know what it feels like to be," or "You don't know what people are going through, how they feel about that." Like, because
Mm.
we're not talking about feelings. We're talking about a logical thought process. So I think
Mm-hmm.
they'll always just go head to head on that one.
Mm-hmm.
An insecure person or arrogant person. So all of these topics are which one would be the hardest to talk to, right?
Yeah, yep.
That's the gist of, okay. So I think an
I guess
insecure
since I got some
person.
more people, my bad. But I was about to say, since I got some more people, I'm gonna do one at a time on each one. But after you get done with
Oh,
that,
okay.
I'm gonna get you to do that last one. Everybody do the last one. But yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
want to see. I want to spread it out. Now we
Oh, okay.
got some
Oh,
people
yeah,
in
you
here.
good. You good. So do you want
Yeah.
me to just jump to the last one then, or what?
It. No. You could if you want to answer that one, or if you want to wait. It's up to you. You already just
Okay.
started that one though, but it's up to you if you want to.
All right. Well, for that one, yeah, I think an insecure person would be harder to talk to because
Mm.
an arrogant person, you can always get them to reason with them.
Mm.
You always get to a point where you can bring them down to like, hey, get off your high horse or whatever, because
Humbled. Yeah, that's the key word.
yeah. hmm Yep. So
Yep.
you can always humble them, but somebody's insecure, they can always fall under the same category as somebody that's really shady
Mm-hmm.
because they're so used to being, taken advantage, or they're insecure about it because, they're like on the fence, those type of people. So you're not really
Mm-hmm.
sure of them at all. So you're like, you can know you can lie and snitch on me at any time. So if I'm, doing some dirt, I'm not taking you with me type stuff.
Right.
So for the last one,
I'm gonna
because I
get you
just wrote
back on
down.
that one though. That's the one I'm gonna get you back on.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Right.
That's all I
Yeah,
do want to hear everybody on that one for sure. All right,
right.
Tiff, man. How you feel about the topic first, and then we can hit that first question.
I think I joined and I just like jumped in and screwed it
Yeah, I
up.
seen it. He's like, hey, y'all see the ones I want to see real quick.
Sorry.
No, you
Um,
good.
so damn. So I'm gonna go, I guess, in the same order that she went when it comes to like I'm definitely gonna agree with what you said, like talking to an old stubborn person versus like a young stubborn person, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nurse, so I've worked in like lots of different places, and
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely had both, and I've been able to talk to people that are younger that are a little bit stubborn and kind of get them to bend and mend and kind of like
Mm.
come to a middle ground a lot more often than I've been able to get an elderly person. Because, like I said, they usually start with the finger shaking and the pointing and the listen here, I've been around much longer than you. I've got more of this, I've got more of that. And I'm like, okay. Like, and I just, you're right. And just go along with my
You
day.
just came out your dad nutsack last week. You come with some weird stuff.
just, I'm just like, I'm just trying to get through my 16-hour shift today. I'm just, please eat your food and take your medicine. Like, I just don't want to fight. Um, when it comes to the too logical or too emotional,
Oh no! Wait! We gonna do? We
oh,
ain't
did
get
I
that
mess
one
one up
yet.
again? Oh, wait.
Huh? Oh no! I was about to say I'm about to go. I was gonna do one at a time since there's extra people up here now. But
Oh,
she already had went through most of them before y'all came up here. But
she
yeah,
did.
My bad, y'all.
I
My
got you
bad.
right after. Cause you gonna be next after that. Cause she gotta still do the last one though. But you gonna be next. My brother,
Hmm.
humble man. How you feeling, man?
What's going on, my brother?
What's the deal, man?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm,
how
I'm
you
gonna
feel
go. I'm
about the
gonna go ahead.
topic first, and then what's up with the how you feel about that first question?
Um, Hardest to talk. What's the first question? Do it say old? I can only see old stubborn person or
Or
young
a
stubborn.
young stubborn person, and why?
Um, which one's better or worse or harder to talk
Which
to?
one hardest to talk to? Yeah.
Oh, the younger generation, my brother. Always, and why is because, you know, I think younger people. They want to see the results, and they want people, and rightfully so, they want people to talk to them when they're at a certain stature. They don't want to talk to nobody that's in the process, they got the potential or anything of that nature. They want to see what the results have been from your own experiences. So those young people, unless you got the things that you're talking about, they don't want to hear it. It's not that fact that, hey, I failed at what I was trying to do, and I'm trying to steer you out the way. Because look, I don't got what I wanted. So listen to me, so you don't be like me. They don't want to hear that. They rather listen to somebody that says, "Hey, I got it already. This is what I did to get it." They don't want to hear about the things that go into why the reasons why a lot of people don't have it. So it's kind of hard to speak it to the younger generation on that in that regard.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Tiff, too logical or too emotional?
No, that one's really tough for me because as like that one stresses me out so bad because like I'm a nurse and right now I work in a mental health facility. So I am constantly talking to people that are at a very high emotional state, whether it's having to de-escalate them because they're having some intrusive thoughts or they're acting out in certain ways. So I have a really hard time. with if I'd rather talk to someone who's too logical and doesn't really want to see things in another way and
Hmm.
has no ability to open their mind to other possibilities, or if I'd rather talk to somebody that's really emotional and I have the ability to like bring it down or get on their level because I have that empathetic side. So I personally, someone that's too like overly logical would be my choice of someone that would be hardest to talk to.
Hmm. Okay. You said they ain't gonna get to the. All right. Oops. Humble. Uh, the hardest to talk to. Too logical or too emotional.
Uh, Play too emotional. Too emotional would um be worse for me. I think it's okay to have emotion and feelings, but it comes a certain time where you have to regulate those things, and we have some people that they're uncontrollably irresponsible with that type of stuff. And it may be the insecurities in their life. I'm not sure. I don't do well around people who don't have confidence in themselves or feel like they need to express. Their emotions are a lot of things: happy, joy. It's really, but it just seems like these individuals, when they're sad, they seem to linger in that state of mind too long, and I just don't want to be around that type of stuff. It's bad for my energy.
Hmm. Okay. It definitely
Mm-hmm.
different angle. Oops. I almost reported myself. Oops. Um. Okay, and then number three, and after number three, everybody gonna be on the same page. So, Tiff, insecure person or arrogant person? I know you couldn't wait to get this one.
Arrogant. I'd rather talk to somebody that has some insecurities and, like be able to build them up and let them like see themselves in a different perspective than talk to somebody that's arrogant. Because a lot of times, sometimes, yeah, it's easy to humble somebody and like knock them down a few notches and be like, yo, you need to chill the hell out. But then there's some times where they really just don't give a damn and they're off the charts, man. And I can't. That's one of those things that I have a hard time grasping is when people are arrogant and think they're right about absolutely everything. And if you challenge them, they always have a rebuttal of why they're right. And if you rebuttal that, you're still wrong. It doesn't matter. Like you could source everything all day and they're going to be like, no,
No, you're beneath me.
pretty much. And I'm like,
I know what I know.
exact. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you actually know. I could have a master's degree and they're going to be like, okay, well, I Googled this and Wikipedia said this and that's it. Like,
And that's it.
and I can't. So give me the insecure person.
Okay, 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 okay. Humble, insecure person or arrogant person, and why?
Oh, so it's one. I'm not picking this person as a spouse, right? I'm just picking this. I'm just saying which one I would rather talk
Whatever situation you trying to put it
to.
in.
Because if I'm just talking about randomly talking to them, then obviously I don't want to talk to an arrogant person. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm a very arrogant person at times, but I come here to be that type of character, because TikTok is like a release for me, and I know I can trigger people, so I'm going to say certain things, especially to certain people. So for me, there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't talk to me, but certain spaces I don't do that in because if we're having like a serious conversation, I'll have the conversation. But a hard person to talk to is an arrogant person. They know everything. There's nothing they need to learn. If they need to learn it, they're going to Google it. And they'll believe Google before they believe somebody who's been through whatever they've been through. So, yeah, an arrogant person would be horrible to talk to. Someone like me who got all the answers, Sway, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I got all the answers. And, I'd rather just go through the fire than listen to you and go around it. Yeah.
Mm, I think that's everybody. Okay, now back to Marie. Let's get it. Now we're gonna get to the dirty now.
Yes.
I was like,
Have
oh,
you
I
ever
get
been to any of them? If so, what was the process to change?
all right. So I'm gonna take the list from bottom to top because it kind of ties in for me as far as insecure, the topics.
Mm,
So I've never really been an insecure person because I just know me. I know how I operate and I know how I'm not a chameleon. So I don't like just blend in with, whoever I'm around. but I
Hmm.
do lift people up who I am around, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So for that, I wouldn't necessarily say I was an arrogant person, but there were times that I was arrogant to
Mm.
certain topics. So when somebody tries to tell me, oh yeah, they love themselves, but they're sitting there, heavily overweight, all they do is go out, drink, party, and they complain about how they feel and they're always down, and I have the opportunity to be able to help them, yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, you don't love yourself. I'm sorry, you're fucking
Mm.
wrong at this point. Like,
Ooh.
so I don't care like what you have to say after that because it's like, no, you are you're not right at all whatsoever. So that's at a time when I would say I was arrogant to the topic,
Hmm. And what
even
was the
though I was
process?
knowledgeable. So the process was for me to, one, take it down a notch. Because I'm like, some people, and this bounces off of that insecure person because insecure people are emotional people. Just like
Mm.
emotional people, they're emotional. So they everything off of insecurities are based off of how they feel, how they were attacked, what they went through, their childhood upbringing. Everything's based off of most of the time is feelings. So for me, I had to take it down a notch and was like, okay, let me hear them out from start to finish, and then I can respond. So I'm basically listening to understand you. I'm not listening just to react to whatever you're telling me.
Mm.
Um, and then as far as being logical or emotional, I don't feel that I am an emotional person. I would say I don't think I'm an emotional person. So
Mm.
with that being said, because if I say, "Oh, I don't feel like you're feeling," that's a feeling. So I don't think I'm an emotional person because one, I don't let what everybody else says. I don't let it offend me. And two, I know how to mm, um how do you say take accountability. I don't know why that couldn't come out at first, but take accountability for my actions of what I do and what I say. So I wouldn't really say, yeah, I'm not definitely not an emotional person. I will, it's a hard trait to learn if you don't have it already for emotional intelligence because
Hmm.
a lot of times throughout your entire life, there's a lot of times that you would have to set emotion aside. Like you cannot have that involved in your decision making. So in order for that to happen, you have to learn that ability, or it's either you just have it from jump. But it is a very hard process to learn. Stubborn? Nah. I wouldn't say I was. I don't think I was ever stubborn,
Mm.
or even now. Like I don't. I always listen to other people what they have to say, and I don't take it as, oh nah, you're too young, you don't know this yet. Yeah, nah, nah, nah. Or nah, you too old, you're just stuck in your ways or whatever. Because to me, I think an older person or an elderly person, they have wisdom, so they exchange their childhood for their wisdom. So what I'm saying, like it's not. I can't just ignore it. So I'm like, you've been through like so much, and I haven't even reached to your level yet. So how can I say, oh yeah, whatever, you ain't got nothing to teach me anymore. You're too old and you obsolete at this point. It's like,
Right.
huh? So yeah, so that's mine. Um, the process, I guess, yeah, for each of those topics were, yeah, basically just to take it down a notch, at least for the arrogant and insecure.
Mm. Okay. All right. Tiff is on you.
So I'm just gonna start this off by giving you a heads up. I'm autistic, so like I am all over the place. So and I have
You're good.
ADHD and all this other shit. So just preparing you now. Um, so I'll start from top to bottom. In all honesty, I think I've been every single one of these at some point in my life.
I said that earlier too, right?
Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I've never been this. Like I personally think that I have been every single one of these things at some point in my life, whether it was as a teenager and I was rebelling against my parents because I didn't like what they had to say, or as an adult and my doctors with my health issues, they're like, you need to calm down. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna get up and walk out and do this and do that because I am very stubborn when it comes to myself. That I don't there is no process of change. That has not changed. I probably should change it. I'm going in for a really big surgery in December, and I know myself. I only requested to take 1 week off work. My doctor told me I should take 7 weeks, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. Um, so that I'm still working on.
Oh my.
In regards to the emotional part and the insecure part, that is something I have always struggled with because of different traumatic situations that I've gone through that caused me to have like a very warped thought process about myself as a human and my value as a person. And that is something I'm still working on. And I think I will always forever be working on that. I think that's something that's ever changing and evolving every day as you grow and you learn different things about yourself. Um, Arrogant. I've definitely been arrogant at times when I feel like I'm in the right and I put my foot down and I'm like, no, like this isn't this, it's supposed to be this way. But the process of change for all of these things are just kind of like opening my mind and broadening the horizon a little bit and letting myself see things from another person's point of view and being open to what other people have to say and taking their feelings into consideration and just taking the things that I've gone through and letting it make me more of an empathetic person and not allowing it to make me a hardened person, if that makes sense. Like I just let it kind of soften me a little bit, if anything.
Mm. Is that everything? Is that everything?
I think
Okay,
so. Except
okay,
for
okay. Okay.
the stubborn and young person. I mean, I already feel old as hell because of
Mm.
just the I just do. I'm 31, but um I think there's a lot to
What
learn
the
from
heck am
older
I
people.
then? I'm 33. I must be a fossil. Fuck no.
Oh God. Like literally, for example, right now I was literally just moving my blankets looking for my glasses and they're on top of my head. So stuff like that lets me know like
So
I'm
it's
kind of
getting
I'm
there.
not yeah, I'm getting there.
I feel I kept having a little short memory yesterday, just doing it like crazy. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
It's so bad. It's so bad. And like I don't know. I like I said, I'd be lying if I was like, no, I'm not I haven't been this, but like I think a lot of people that's part of growth and like becoming an adult and learning who you are as a person and setting boundaries and learning where you stand in life and what you want to care about and what you want to stand on is learning and growing through all of these different things.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, okay. Now let's see what Mr. Humble got for us. Interesting. We got to see why he's the humble jerk. That's now we about to figure this out now. What you got for us, my brother?
What am I? What am I answering? Oh, sorry, man. What am I answering?
Huh?
I'm answering the last one. Have you? Oh, have I been
Yep.
informed? Uh, I mean, yeah, stubborn for sure. An older stubborn person, a young stubborn person. I've been through, those phases. I'm still those phases. I think I'm a little bit smarter when it comes to being stubborn. There's some experiences you don't need to go through. So
Mm.
I'm not young enough to want to make certain mistakes again or anymore or experience those things. Um, I'm very logical now, but I still take risks. I mean, I think you live once, so to think that you won't take risks in your life and you don't know if you have another day on this earth, I think that you should definitely take a little bit of risk, not calculated risk though. So you're
Yeah.
allowed to be you're young and you're old, at the same time. You'll always be a young person to someone older than you. If you're 40 years old, you'll be a young person to somebody that's 50 or 60 or 70 years old.
Thanks.
We all understand that youth is something that is more valuable than money. You can't pay no amount of money to go through your 20s again, being 18 again, 16 again, none of that. So as time passes, we understand that youth is absolutely like the fruit of your life. But also, you're supposed to make those mistakes, be stubborn, but also listen during that time. We don't often listen to people older than us. I know I didn't. And we always say when we get old, I wish I would have listened. But it's too late because you're older now. So you wish you could have listened, but you didn't. And
Right,
you
exactly.
know, for those who did listen, for the most part, they did better at things. And there's a reason why you go through what you go through, because it molds you into whoever you are today. You probably wouldn't be who you are if you didn't go through some of the things you went through. So it's kind of hard to say, that you wouldn't want to do one thing over the other. I'm happy to be where I am in life, and
Right.
there's some parts of it I wish it would be better. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's why you work, to get better at those things. So I'm more logical now. I wasn't really more of an emotional person, maybe angry. So, if we're talking about the emotion of, oh, that's anger. Anger is an emotion. So my anger was something I had to work on, because when I had a child, if I was to do something that was crazy, it affected her because it took me away from her. I could go to jail, I could unalive someone, and
Fact.
it could be a calculated problem for me being irrational and being emotional. So for me, I've had to change that as I've gotten older, and I've learned that some things just don't make you that mad. You just laugh. Aside from something that's going to take your life or be danger to you or somebody around you, it really ain't that serious to be trying to sit in no jail cell and prove a point to nobody. So I'd rather just walk away and defend myself than be somebody that's out there trying to prove something to somebody, because show somebody how tough I am. There's a lot of people show somebody how tough they was, and they never gonna walk out of the jail cell no more. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be inside that building for a while because they couldn't walk away from a certain situation. Or they're not alive right now because somebody took their life because they didn't know how to walk away. So emotions have been something I've had to regulate as well. Insecure, we're all insecure about things. And most importantly, us men are definitely insecure about things. But it's on us to install our own confidence in ourselves. And there's days I may lack that confidence, and there's days I'll have an arrogant type of confidence. So it really just depends on what I feel like turning into when I turn this app on. I might be a jerk, and I might be humble. That's my name. That's what I might be humble, very
So you
appreciative.
just
I might
molded
like it.
depending on the day.
You know what I'm saying? I might come on here and be graceful, and I might get on this motherfucker and make you upset and be mad and be talking about you. You know what I'm saying? It can go either way. That's why the name is the name. You know what I mean? But you know, I try to not be that person at times, or in certain spaces I try to be insightful and not be the jerk that I absolutely am known to be on this app. So I try to be better at that, because there's people who look up to you, people that respect you, and
Mm.
it makes them look bad when you doing stuff and they like, oh, you friends with him? so so
Not that guy.
I've had a
Oh,
couple,
so different.
yeah, I've had a couple of people approach other people like, man, you friends with dude? He did this, he that, and I'm like, okay, let me chill. You know what I'm saying?
And
Because
they swear they know that person too. Oh, I know you friends with him, so I know how you is. Like, what the
right,
heck? The freak, we all different
man.
people.
Yeah, I can't even be in the I can't even say salute to my boy Black Guru without somebody inboxing me. I didn't know you was friends with him. Like, dang, that's how I am. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I don't align with everything
Somebody
you
was ready
say,
to
but
tear me out the frame when I was mentioning Kevin Samuels. What?
yeah, you know what I'm
I'm like,
saying? But yes, I mean, hey, I was all those things. Arrogant, insecure, absolutely. And the things that I've done to change them is to grow and get older, and it doesn't matter as much. And there's going to be a day where TikTok won't matter as much, and then I'll be on the new platform talking crazy, but I'll be an older man, and it'll be what it is. You feel me? I don't know what to say.
he said, this humble jerk again.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. They got hashtags on this name now. That's the difference. Oh, my. But yeah, how we get sorted today, man? I see you down there, sis, hitting them likes and stuff, man. How you feeling? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Kind of slow today, but it's getting decent, man. I got a couple more hours to see, give it a chance to pick up a little bit.
Have you ever
Um,
been in a live with somebody and they just have that rep on TikTok, like Kumble was talking about, and then you see their name pop up and you're like, oh, no, I don't want to get in a live with this person. Like,
yeah, a few times, man. I'm like, I ain't feeling them today,
yeah,
Or
that happened
sometimes I bring them
earlier.
up like, hey, let's see if anybody else can handle this person.
Yeah, that
I got
happened
a
earlier.
name right now. I can think of. Let's see if I'm gonna summon him real quick.
I got a
Mr.
few.
Charles Brooks, where you at, brother? I said your name. Where you at?
Same name. I was literally thinking the same name.
Yeah,
Here it goes.
everybody think about it. He done made a name of himself. Right. Boy, he would turn the whole room around. I bet you, yeah, no, out of all this, he gonna come with something out of nowhere. But what about the women? Yeah, buddy, you say his name 3 times, he appear, man. That's how he work. He be in the middle of hitting his wife and just like, oh, her my name.
Someone said, please don't have him come.
I heard my name. Turn the headphone, man. Forget your buns.
Ask that man a
Oh
direct
boy.
question. Be like, man, what do men need to do better, to support women? He'd be like, well, first off, these women need to get better because we can't support them if they don't listen. He gonna go into a whole tangent about like, damn, bro, we did not ask you that.
He is too funny. And it's funny because he be having valid points sometimes, but he just be answering some things. And like I said, even though I could feel a lot of people, right? I could feel a lot of these people that come out with certain things or whatever. I understand a lot of situations, but once you start talking out of hurt, it's like I can't mess with it no more. It's like I can get some of the stuff do be valid what people say sometimes, but when it sounds like you off hurt and you don't want no solution at the end, you rather just bash it all day. I'm not off. I'm not on that type of tip, man. I'm not about to do the bashing thing all day and whatever they call the bashing nowadays and shaming, but you ain't got nothing else to contribute to it but talk about it. Like, duh. So I ain't got time for that situation. But like I said, some people got points, they got pointers and stuff. But we gotta dig into is the person we listening to, is they talking off a hurt, or is they, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to follow a person that's talking off a hurt. That's gonna make you worse. It's gonna dig you a deeper hole because a lot of times it be a hurt trying to resonate with the hurt. But when you healed and listening to a hurt person, you better recognize that quick. But a lot of people just, that's no different from trauma bonding. A lot of people still be doing that on this app, and even in real life, they going to trauma bond with a situation that they never healed from because they look for validation to keep them from correcting themselves, or what my room say, holding themselves accountable. People don't like that word. They get sweaty and run from this room every time. Every chance they get.
Yeah, the live I was in today was I've been in like 30 of them today because I was off work, thank God. It was about DV, and this guy came in. He was really kind. I think he had pure intentions. His execution was poor, but his intentions were pure. And he came in and he was just like totally flipped it and made it about like 13 different topics. And my very first question to him, I was like, first off, I was like, are you okay? Like that was the first thing I asked him
Did
because
mama
if
hug you?
I was like, are you okay? Because like oh my God, it was, I don't even know how the conversation became into like the 1960s and oppression was
Oh
this person's
my.
fault, and I was like, this is about domestic violence. I was like, how the hell did we get here? I was like, what the fuck?
That's when they get the projector and everything that's inside of them. I've been
Well,
waiting to
that's
talk today.
exactly. And he was like, I'm a man, so if my wife hits me once, it's okay. And I was like, whoa, no, like nobody should be hitting anybody. Like what? I was like, are you married? He's like, yes, I am married. And I was like, okay. I was like, are you all right? Like, are you okay? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, I guess I see that.
My boy Rebel ain't heard from this dude in 100 years. But yeah, man, that jump. I think once you once you build standards and boundaries on that situation, the thing is with that dude that's talking like that, like, well, you can hit him a couple times or something like that. They don't got no ain't got no standards or boundary, and they scared to lose what they got. A lot of dudes will put up, and I be telling people, and I be real with them, even with the women, they need to hear this. Like, A dude will put up with you to get them buns. That's just what it is. They gonna put up with you. That's what it is. Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people be swearing that they got the dude by that, but that's the reason why I'm gonna have a topic about that. About if you ain't got basically nothing else to offer but sex, right? And a lot of people is getting through life like that, thinking they the ish. Well, all it is, they want your buns at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. Okay, you already know I gotta be real about my situation. But it's like, oops, what the freak? I just put that in my bad. But yeah, that's that. And dude that's saying that you could take a couple hits or something like that, whatever. Nah, man. He just, like I said, he's scared, and it's gonna get worse. You let a person hit you once. Okay, sometimes some people, I don't know, whatever. But you let them. Okay, one. Okay, one. All right, maybe one. Right, one. You got to set that. Even though I'm not gonna put myself in that situation, but you'll never know what happened in life. But once should be the most you ever take, if that's the case, and that's from a man. That's from a man to from a woman to a man. If a woman hitting a man, right? But the opposite, never. I would tell no woman to never take a man hitting you. You know what I'm saying? Never. I don't know about that because a man should have straight up pure control on that one. But you know things happen though. But if he just hit you off of some words and stuff like that, you got to leave instantly because he's soft. But but after that, like you gotta have that boundary. You got to, man. It ain't no man. She hit me a couple of times. It don't hurt that bad or something. Like it was a little thump. Like I don't care about that. Forget all that. Because like I said, if you allow it one time, it's gonna keep going. And it's gonna come with a. It's gonna feel like it's a like a I can't say validation. It's like it's a
It's like a
okay.
normal. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
like
their
it's a
Yeah,
normal.
normal.
And the next minute,
that's the
it's
norm.
gonna get worse and worse and worse. But you gonna get deeper in that situation, and the more you keep allowing, it's like, and you gonna find yourself in that type of relationship. That's just how it is. Next minute, you popping her back. You see what I'm
Yeah,
I
saying?
was
They
back
just
both
and
gonna
feel
forth,
like
say
the
back
that.
and
idiot.
forth, back and
Gonna
forth,
pull
back
you
and
out of
forth,
your
and then
character.
someone's gonna end up in jail. Someone's gonna get pissed
Yeah.
off, and there's just gonna be
Yep.
another thing. And
With
that's one thing
kids
I tell
with it and all
everybody.
type of stuff.
I tell
Man,
everybody, I'm like, listen, y'all, everybody on this planet needs to have the ability to set boundaries for themselves, and
got to.
those boundaries need to be very clear. And the only thing boundaries are going to do is force people to respect you. And if they don't respect you, then they don't need to have a fucking seat at your table in life.
Facts. All right. Got
What
to.
up with you, Cal? Hey, Tiffany. Hey,
Antonio,
Honda.
my brother, how
Hi.
you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I'm gonna address two things you said. I'm gonna address them in the order as the first one, the last one you was talking about. I was a kid, man. I was probably about in the fourth grade. I just had this bully, man. He used to pick on me every day. So this was back when you used to walk home from school. So my house was about probably a quarter mile from the school. So what I would do after school, I would get my book bag as soon as they let out, and I would take out running.
Oh.
And I would run all the way home. Now the bully was older than me. He was in the sixth grade, so of course he was a little faster than me. So he would always catch me. So this particular day, I had got almost all the way home. I ran through the neighbor's yard, hopped down off their little retaining wall, ran under the garage, and I was trying to go in the house through the door in the garage, and I'm hitting that door, and the bully coming, and the door won't open, and I'm like, oh my God. And I look up in the window, and my grandfather is standing in the window of the door, and he point back out there. And I had to go out there and fight. I just
Oh, he
started
forced
crying and
you.
grabbed the brick. And so
He
at
said,
the end of it, my grandfather, the way he told me, he was like, son, I don't care. Win, lose, or draw. You can't be scared to defend yourself. And this is the important part. He said, because if you let one somebody piss on your foot, everybody's gonna piss on your foot.
facts,
And
Hmm.
that's the way
facts.
he was saying you have to set your boundaries and you have to stand by them. And the other thing when you was talking about the guy sleeping with women, I tell my daughters that all the time. Do not judge if a guy like you by his advances for sexual activity because
Hmm.
these dudes out here will
Yep.
sleep with a rattlesnake. They would sleep
Boy,
with anything that they think that will allow them to insert themselves inside of them. So you
facts.
cannot use that as a standard.
Can't, can't. I'm just trying to, cause I don't know. I got to crush a couple of experience because, like, really, a lot of people be thinking they the ish. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But shoot, dudes be doing anything for it. You know what I'm saying? As long as they can get that thing off, it is what it is. So, and you got to lower that arrogance. That's like one of the things up that I say up there because they be arrogant for
Man,
no reason though.
hey,
But you gotta know
listen,
the
I done
difference though. A
seen
lot of
dudes,
dudes will put up for it. You know what I'm saying? People
I
and
done
it's
seen,
actually relationships that's like that will put up, be pandering and all this other stuff for it because they don't want to lose. They scared to lose it. You know what I'm saying?
listen, I done seen dudes that women think that this 90-day rule and that if I make him wait this long and this, I done seen dudes be sleeping with a couple of girls, and I'm waiting you out. I'll wait you
But
out 8, 9 months, a year. You think, oh, he the one because he waited a year, but he was smashing 3 girls
waiting
on the
He
for
side.
waited for
you.
you. He didn't wait for anybody else.
Well, what? That's messed up. Oh my.
Jesus.
Oh
I'm
my.
sorry. I'm not waiting no year, bro. He gonna have to have her. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm not gonna play that long. A year?
Humble
Mm-mm.
jerk. I done seen guys do it. Better than that, humble jerk. I done seen guys want to talk to a girl in high school and play that friend role. And we done did that till we got grown. And the minute that she have
Oh,
a
you scared
problem
me.
in her relationship,
I'm about to say you about to turn the whole thing.
the
You
minute
gotta.
that she have a
You ain't put
problem in
down that
her
they was both in high
relationship,
school.
and listen, the minute that they have a problem in in her relationship, then he hit her with this. Well, you know, I always been wanting to talk to you. You just always had somebody and did a.
Oh my God, the amount of times I've heard that in my damn life.
Real
Dang, I
shit.
think I was one of them guys too. Was I?
It's so
I had a
true.
crush in
That
my
is
high school. Yeah, I did have a crush. I always wanted you. Actually, one of them actually wanted me when I got older. I'm like, man, don't be liking me now. You done turn into something else, man. Boy, get out of here.
Oh, you say you done ran
I
the
be
gamut
wanting you
from
when you don't even look the
elementary
same.
and
I
be
can
the
say
good
that
guy
about
to you now, huh?
I can say that about one woman. Her name was Jasmine, and I don't even like Jasmines to this day. And that happened when I was in like middle school, bro. I don't even just because they named Jasmine, I don't even talk to them, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't date no
Hey,
Jasmine just because of that.
hey, humble. I had a girl break my heart, dog. Now I hate the whole. I don't want to talk to a girl from Mississippi.
the whole state.
I just started looking at the signs and everything. This girl told me. She said, I don't say this girl like that, but one of my homegirls, she was telling me like, what's the signs of the women you dated? And all the women that I had bad breakups with, they was all Virgos. I said, oh hell no. And yeah, so it started making sense. I don't even follow signs, but I mean, maybe I need to. I need to follow because I'm messing up.
Nah, man. Yeah, I don't follow those at all.
I do. All of my toxic ass relationships were either Scorpios or Geminis.
Man, you get toxic. Man, you know you about to get me to talk about something else, man. Why you have to do that, man?
What I say? Is it the word toxic? Did I say a bad word? I'm sorry. What is
Nah,
it?
you
What?
talking about them
No, them
horoscopes.
signs.
That's what you talking
The
about.
horoscope. The
I'm an
horoscope.
asparagus, so I already said that.
Did you say you're fucking asparagus?
Yeah, I'm an asparagus, yeah.
He got
Stop.
kicked out of live. You remember you got kicked out of that live care because you wasn't. You was trying to be too funny about that lady about the. She kept talking about her son.
With
He
the
said, "Oh,
intuition.
so yeah, intuition." He said, "Oh, so the signs ain't work there. They only
All right.
work
Oh
with."
yeah, they kicked me out, blocked me, and everything. Got bias on me. I learned a lot from there, boy.
Yeah, she
I
took
think
you
she
over.
didn't like me ever since. Like, remember? Well, I don't want to bring that day up, but when all three of us was getting attacked, though, she was in that chat chatting like a mug. I'm like, this girl don't like me. Ever since that one disagreement, I'm like, all right, whatever. That's why I say I love it. I love being. I'm gonna put it this way. I love being how I am now, man. Because I talk about it. You will see a lot about a person once you talk about everything and see where they stand at, and see how they
Yeah,
look at you after you say the wrong topic. I love that stuff because that way, like I was mentioning to my mans earlier, you gonna tell who rock with you or not at the end of the day. 'Cause like I said, I've been done trying to hold to walking on eggshells with people. I'm not doing that no more. Because people only
no.
around you because you sound good. I like what you
Yep.
talk about. Forget all that. I'm not here for that. Like I tell people, I'm not here to make no friends. I'm just here to try to help people or give people other point of views and get help at the same time. But I'm not here because I'm not a feelings based person. I'm trying to get us all out of our feelings, right? So we can better get somewhere in life. You know what I'm saying? I done said Charles' name too many times.
Oh shit.
But
But hey,
everybody
ain't it
rocking with
great
you
though?
I
Like,
said
when it's
feelings too many
copacetic.
times.
look, hey, ain't it great?
Everybody rocking with you when it's copacetic. The true yielding of friendship is you gonna tell me when I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna go out here and help you there, dog. We gonna get this situated, but dog, hey, bro, you know you dead ass wrong, and we wouldn't even be in this mess had you did what you did. Now I'm gonna help
Exactly.
you, but bro, you wrong, and we gonna have to address that when we get it
We
situated.
gon' it's facts. Facts.
Oh
I
my god.
always say this: if
Is that?
somebody agrees all the time, somebody ain't telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Facts. Right. We are all human. There's no way possible unless you ain't got no backbone or something, or you just I don't know. Everybody gonna have all of us gonna have something we disagree on all the time because we is not the same. We're not robots. That's
Nope.
Yeah,
But
just
no,
how it
it,
I ain't
is.
gotta be
mm,
mad at Humble. I ain't gotta be mad at Kev. I ain't gotta be mad at Tiffany because we disagree on a viewpoint, and that's what people go left at because
Yep.
you don't. Uh, I call it the colonialism of psychology.
Mm.
If you don't believe the way I believe and think the way that I think and worship the way that I worship, I can't do nothing with you. I can't
And
even
it's
talk
people
to you.
like that. Even though you being funny, is literally people like that. That's sad.
It is. It's sad.
but that's one of those things that
And
sucks
they gonna
that
live a
like
hectic type lifestyle too. Sad to say, I'd rather pray for them though, but I don't wish the worst. But it's gonna be hectic being like that. It's very
yeah,
Or,
hectic.
or they don't get with people that just think the way that they think and never come
Yep.
outside that box.
Yep.
that's
And they
that
going to
arrogant
Vinci
right there.
class
That's the
too, because they be
arrogance.
like, "Did you hear about them? She turned. I'm trying to think of a clean word. She back unalive me. Whatever. I can't think. I'm trying to think of TikTok friendly.
I don't think anything is TikTok friendly anymore. People get banned
Yeah.
left and right. But I mean,
Right.
like, I'm glad that Antonio mentioned that whole like holding your friends accountable thing because me and
Got to.
that's something that me and somebody I dated would like butt heads about because her and her little group of friends, like I was with her for a little bit and then she cheated on me with her best friend, which also just so happened to be her ex-wife's little sister.
Mm.
Mm. Huh?
Yeah. And whenever I figured it out, because I already had a vibe, I already had a feeling, and I was telling her, I was like, listen, I was like, I don't like it. I was like, I don't like the way she stared, I don't, the way she's looking at you. I could read people left and right. I can
Mm.
tell what her intentions are. I was like, and I don't fucking like it. And then
See.
she moves her ass in, and she's like, well, I needed some help with the rent. I was like, okay, all right, get your help with the rent, do what you need to do. I was like, but I'm gonna head the fuck out. And I ended up at dinner with all of them. I don't fucking know how that ended up happening. But we all ended up at dinner together. I think because we had a couple of mutual friends and they just ended up showing up and I was like, "Well, shit." And they were like, "Oh yeah, like we have each other's backs. We don't like I'm not going to tell on each other for this that and the third." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's where you're grimy. You're not really being a good friend. Like if you're watching your friend do some shitty things, that's ultimately going to put some like speed bumps in their life, then you're not being a good fucking friend."
Right.
Mm. Yeah.
And the fact
Like
that
I
they
said.
tried to befriend me and they all hung out with me and then all like hung out with them when they were fucking around. And they're
That's
like,
how
I'm
that
Team
circle gets
Tiffany. I was
small.
like, you lying pieces of shit.
Yeah. Hey, but that's a good thing. When people would get exit out your life early, that's a less
Yep.
pain you got to go through. So I'd be
Yep.
liking, yeah, let everybody reveal themselves, man. Everybody literally not meant to be in your life. I was mentioning that earlier. They just not meant. A
hmm
lot of people ain't meant. You get what you learn out of it, and you go on to the next. You gotta do
Yeah,
what's
And that
best for you
everyone's
at the end of
crossing
the
paths
day.
for a reason.
You,
I
that
say,
that
you're
revealed
either going to be
itself.
teaching me a lesson or you're here to stay. That's it.
yep,
That revealed itself so you didn't go through something. Because had not that revealed itself, you'd probably stayed with her, and ain't no
yep.
telling what type of hardship you'd went
Could have
through.
been worse, right? Exactly.
Probably, but I mean, it was real quick. It was within. I mean, we talked for about a year before we started dating, and then within 3 months, and she hit me. She still hits me up to this
It
day.
usually be
Like,
that 3 month mark too.
well, that's the thing is, like, I met this girl and I was cool with her. I tried to befriend her, and I was like, I don't like it. I could tell by the way that she's looking at me, the way that she's talking to me, the way she's like giving me the side eye, and she would come up and like put her arm around her. I'm like, Listen, either you set the boundary or I'm gonna set the boundary, and you're not gonna like it if I do it, because I'm gonna hit this bitch. So
Mm.
you better fucking figure it out.
But the crazy part, Tiffany, when you said, she said, "Well, I needed help with the rent." Just if you gonna lie to me, at least fool me.
I know.
You
At
don't
least
tell me a
come up with
lie.
a good one.
Don't tell me a lie, and I know as soon as you say it, oh, that's a lie.
Yeah, like come up with
Right.
something good. Don't be like, I needed help with the rent. Okay, well, you have like 50 other friends that are not your ex sister-in-law that you didn't fuck around with before. So, I mean, come on now.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
mean, let's be real. I just feel like that's such a weird situation because I couldn't sleep with my ex-wife's or
You
ex-husband's
know,
sister. Like that's just ugh. Ugh, it just feels like it almost feels like an incest. I cannot, can't.
that's sad though. You know, even if an individual would try, I would think that, and me and my brother has always said that, dude, there's too many girls in this world for us to mess around with the same girl.
Hmm.
Right.
And
That's
I
an
don't
R.
care how
Kelly.
pretty you is, I don't care how fine you is. If you been fooling around with my brother, baby, ain't nothing we can do. Ain't nothing we can do.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So that's called boundaries. Something that they didn't have.
Yeah, but if you got the dudes that ran off the Peter eater, they don't care.
Well, it's just crazy because she, like I
They
said,
like,
she
ooh, let
still
me get
texts
some of
me.
that jiggly wiggly.
Yeah, she literally texted me this morning. She's like, I just felt really bad and I wanted to say sorry. I was like, okay, that's cool. And she's like, well, I said sorry. I was like, that's cool. I acknowledge your apology. I'm not obligated to accept it.
Mhm.
And
I can,
even if
I,
I
I ain't
accept
gotta
it,
accept
that
you. I
doesn't
can
mean
accept
that.
the apology though.
Yeah, that don't mean that we finna move in a different light. You made it be what it be. Just because I said I forgive you and I accept your apology, that don't mean that it's all crystal clear and we finna
Right.
roll like we used to.
mm-mm.
Nah.
No, I told her, I was like, listen, I don't, again, like, your
Know you
your
from a
words are just as
distance.
empty and shallow as you. Like, I cheer you on from a distance as a human, but the fact that you did what you did and you lied about it, not only did I catch you, but the friends got mad at you because they tried to move in. Like, you had two people that offered to help you with the rent, and you chose to move this girl in. And they're
Yep.
the ones that snitched on you. And you're mad at
Mm.
them? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And then you want to lie and then continue to lie. And then I was laid up in hospital. Like the one time I decided I was going to attempt to like keep talking and like try to be civil and give it a chance because I was trying to hear her out because, I'm stupid. And I was trying to be empathetic and understand. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I haven't really been around much because of my health. God forbid. She, I was literally admitted to the hospital finding out that I have cervical cancer and I've got to have this surgery coming up and this bitch I'm crying on the phone because I'm terrified. This bitch has this bitch in her bed.
Wow.
Wow.
And I literally did not know until like 2 days later when her friend messaged me and she was like, yo, I just want to let you know, like she heard everything. I said, what? She's like, yeah, she literally had her at her house. Like, we know exactly what you're going through. And I'm so sorry. I was like, bro, you better hope to God I don't end up in that area because
That's the type of shit that make you go, say what?
yeah, no, my jaw hit the floor for about
Say
3 seconds. And
what?
then for her to have the audacity to message me and be like, listen, like, I'm really sorry. And I couldn't give you what you needed, this, that, and the third. And then be like, just try to make time for me. No, I did make time for you, but you made time for other bitches. And that other bitch just so happened to be your ex wife's little sister. That's just weird. So you take the
But
L, you
how do
enjoy that.
you have somebody in the hospital sick and with the condition that you were going through and be with somebody else and then try to turn around and tell them I'm there for you?
Mm-hmm.
That
And then
shit is
apologize.
insanity. That shit is insanity.
That's exactly why I was like, okay, I acknowledge your apology. I do not accept it. I do not give a fuck what you have to say. Thank you for apologizing and admitting that you were wrong. Please move on with your life. If you
So
had
what
me and you
category do you
fumbled
think
me,
that
goodbye.
what category you think that fall under, Tiffany? The insecure, arrogant person, the stubborn, or the too logical or too emotional?
Which part?
The
Me
what
be
she
me
did.
tell him to go fuck off.
No, no, I'm talking about what she did and the way that she acted. and coming to you trying to say, hey, this, that, and the other, and she still was
Insecure.
doing this while you.
She's so insecure. She's one of those people that she'll tell me, she'll be like, oh, it's like she got caught is what she did. So when she got caught, she started hitting me with like telling me that she was gonna go do this, she was gonna lie about me, she was gonna go do this, X, Y, Z, she was gonna talk all this shit, she was gonna cause problems, and then like 2 seconds later she'd apologize, and it's almost like her personality would fucking split.
Mm,
And she'd become like a completely different person, and then she'd be like, I'm not losing anything, baby, I'm a great catch, I'm a good time. And I'm like, okay, well, go have a good time over there.
Mm.
And then she'd hit me back
You
later
gotta prove that to
and be
me.
like, I'm so sorry, I can't believe I said that to you, and I come off really cocky, but I'm really not. And I'm like, okay, so you're just really insecure and you need someone in your face 24/7 to boost you up, otherwise you're gonna go fuck around.
crazy.
It's wild. People are crazy. So I think hers would fall under the insecure and arrogant.
Factual.
Shit's wild. Shit's wild.
Yeah, super crazy.
Women.
Hey,
So
bro,
now
I
I'm finna
just
stop.
pop in and holler at you, Karen. You know, when I be on and I see you, bro, I holler, I gotta go across here, man. My neighbors, that they're an elderly couple and they like the neighborhood parents, and
Uh,
his wife, they just put her on hospice today. So we
oh,
finna go over here and hang out with them for a little bit. But
oh
you know,
yeah.
I'm gonna holler back at you, my boy, when I see you on.
Oh yeah, for sure, my brother.
I bet.
Yep. Trying to try this Timu thing. I'll see what this about. What the? Everybody done dropped off on me. Okay. That's what we doing around here. That's what we doing. Come on, is you there? Humble. They left me. It's like, man, I still got another about an hour for y'all, man. Let me see something real quick. Okay. See something real quick. I think I did it right. Yeah. They got all this stuff coming up. All right. Who's all is it? Who all of the? I'm gonna see. For sure. I got you, my brother. Who all alive in the chat, man? Go ahead and I think I see love. See you down there. Uh, what y'all who down there, man? See something real quick. Got distracted by this app. Oh man. Okay, I see you. I'm in the office. Okay, for sure. Mm-hmm. Trying to check. I've been seeing these Timu ads. See if I can get something up off there. Give me a see why it's so popular. Do I gotta put information in here or something? Got a free card. Okay, this look about right. You. No, I don't want to do that.
My bad. I was he was talking to me. I had to, I got to go in a little place, man. They don't let us be on the phone or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had to
They
go
got the yelling in your pocket and stuff. Like, ah.
Look, you go into the dispensary don't let you be on your phone in there, man. So
I want to buy the whole store. Start yelling.
and here we go. No, it's all good, brother. I'm excited about the watch, man. I just seen. Oh, look at those J's, dude. You're fresh as fuck. Trying to, man. God, man, I love them. What are they? Fours? Yeah, fours. Retro fours. Good. I like the look. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Have a good day. Hey, my bad, man. You know people. They see you. You know what I'm saying? I come with the J's.
I appreciate that old stove.
Yeah, he see the J's. You know what I'm saying? It's part of my identity, man. I don't even wear my shoes because I have so many of them that all my shoes look brand new when I wear them. So, you know what I'm saying? They just this might be the fourth time I wore these, but they real exclusive, you know. And they, you know, people like to admire them, and I appreciate them. You know what I'm saying? It's even more. It's even more when the white T people appreciate it, because you know they like it. They like the J's too. That's Michael. That was Michael Jordan's target audience. Let's not act like that was his target. Wasn't his target audience.
I see what you're doing, my Negro.
He wanted to say it. Is it okay if I call you?
Man, don't get out of character to show this shoe so sweet. My Negro.
Damn, the Halloween store closed. They must have sold everything out of the Halloween store closed. There's this little Halloween store. I be messing with over here in my little neighborhood, man. I live in a nice little neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. People act like they got some sense out here. It's actually nice. They got a big Barnes and Noble out here. I gotta bring my daughter here because she swear, you know, she love reading and stuff. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better at reading. Ever since college, I don't read like that no more. I just say that. But you know. But what was your I mean, I worked today, so you know, I just got off like about an hour or two ago. I was supposed to work to 7, but I ended up working less because they didn't need me to work. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll get off. I just started doing this DoorDash and stuff, right? I just literally just started doing it. I don't know nothing about it. I'm just trying to do, get extra money. I'm like,
get that change.
I want to put the money toward. I'm basically take the money and put it towards the clothing and just keep paying my bills with the money I make, you know what I'm saying, from just working. I make decent money working, you know what I'm saying, really good money working actually, but you know, this is a good way for me to just make some extra money, be out kicking it, chilling, be on TikTok talking crazy and making money. I said, let me see what it work with. You feel me? I know they're gonna be you out here driving Uber and you making this money. Look, talk to me at tax time when I got some more money in there. When you pull it,
right, exactly.
When these little $25, $30, $40 shirts, when I go from selling 3 shirts a month to 300 shirts a month, talk to me then. You feel me?
Hey.
You know, and I'm still gonna be Ubering, or not Ubering. I'm still gonna be DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna make some money because I ain't gonna never have enough. I'm playing catch up till I got $1 million. Then I'm gonna slow down.
Ooh, don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. You gonna scare some people off, and
you ain't gonna never make $1 million. Okay, that's fine. I want to hear it. Keep telling me. It's gonna.
I know you not gonna never. Don't tell me.
It's crazy how people pass they insecurities off onto you because they don't see it in themselves, so they don't even see it in you. Of course, you don't see it in me. You don't see it in yourself.
Exactly. I learned that most of people's opinions and be projection. That's what it is most of the time. I can't see me doing it. You're not going to do it.
I can't see me. That's funny. He said, I can't see you doing it, so you're not going to do it.
That's exactly how they be, man, with the nose snotted up and everything. Like, man, you don't get your miserable head on, man.
That's funny.
Take it out on everybody because man, that's crazy.
Right. Damn, that's fucked up. Talking about you can't see me doing it because you can't do it. What kind of shit is that?
Couldn't be me. That's them people and stuff. Couldn't be me. I ain't that type. I'm just me. People be coming with everything. People don't even know who me is nowadays. They just say it.
Right. I mean, people let the smallest things discourage them. It's like, ain't nothing you worth having in this world gonna be easy for you to obtain. If it was easy for you to obtain, everybody would have.
Everybody be right. Facts.
It's not something that you gonna have to work for. The thing is, these people don't want to work for it because they may not reap the benefits of it. They so selfish, they don't even want their kids to reap the benefit. I ain't gonna work all my life so my kids can have $1 million. I ain't even get to enjoy my life. It's like, damn, but wouldn't you want to make their life better? You had a chance to be whatever you wanted to be, and then you had children. Now your life is theirs. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's right for them. I just don't understand it, man. People want to be
people selfish, man.
Yeah,
that's why I was even mentioning earlier about with that, remember like the live we got cussed out with, right? Like it's a
Oh yeah,
mindset, man. It's people that just literally that don't care. You know, it don't matter the color of your skin. It don't matter about the whatever. You know, everybody. It's people that just naturally, and a lot of us been like that. We just had to grow out of it. I'm just naturally just selfish. Do what it takes to we gonna do what it takes to get by or whatever. But it just depends on how we grew up in the environment, in the different environments. But everybody can be different too, because you can have two people that went through the same exact thing, but they have different experiences too at the same time. So that's why I'm like, it's being good, the so-called good and bad. It's that don't. It's like that's really just a. You can't really tell. It's just a. It's not. It has no solid thing behind it. And some people be like, well, that's because this other person doing better than that. No, that's because you didn't put in that work. You know what I'm saying? That's your fault. Don't put it on everybody else. But everybody like to be sitting on crutches and stuff. They like crutches.
people be envious. You know, they be envious of your hard
Yep.
work because, and I even look at my own situation. I could be a lot further along, but at the same time, I could not be here too. You know, just like other people. You know, they could be
Facts.
further along in life, or they could be in a box like other people. You never know what your success would have gotten you in life. You could have been successful at 25, and somebody took your life because they didn't like you was making money. You know,
Facts.
so you struggling right now. Your life getting to be extended because people don't see you as a threat, so they ain't trying to jump in. Think about if you was a rich man and you lived in your same neighborhood. You think you'd be able to live comfortable at night, or would people be trying to come through the window every other day? You know what I'm saying? Would people be trying to scope out your place and watch where you get off of work and all that stuff? I used to have a joke back in the day when people used to cash their checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people used to, when you used to get a check from your job, not no goddamn direct deposit. Like, you had to be to work on Friday to get your check, and some people will call in so they can't, so they on Friday, but then come pick their check up anyway. Like, oh, I ain't want to work, but I need my check. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So different thing. So I used to have this little joke. I used to be like, man, what time, what time you get off work? And they'd be like, I get off at 3:30. I'm like, okay, you get off at 3:30, and what time you think they're gonna give you your check? Man, I don't know. They're gonna give it to me around 150, 250. Wow. No, I don't even worry about it. I'm just asking. And what time? And what? I'm sorry, this car just did some dumb stuff.
I could tell that pause sounded like some dumb stuff.
Boy, yeah, man.
Pause.
Yeah, because they look, bro. You lucky I'm on this live, bro. Because I got out the car, man. It stopped everything I
And
was
turn to
doing,
the
bro.
jerk part.
Man, nigga, you boy, listen, man. I ain't no. You got me cussing. I mean, man, fool,
I
man,
know that feel
he
too. I
playing
already
with me,
know.
boy. Man, he playing with me, man. Yeah, I don't like that, bro. This dude just sped around me to go to a parking spot, boy. We in Walmart, fool. You better slow your ass down, for you be on the shelves, boy. What's wrong with you? Cause I go park by you. That's how I am. But you know, that's what I said, man. I be working on my anger, bro, because it don't take much at all. And I'm gonna
I
test
feel
your
you.
I'm gonna test your gangster, because that's what we did when we was young. You can't tell us you tough. All you is cool. We finna see. We finna see. But I try not to be like that. I try not to be like
Yeah.
that. Oh, and it's a woman driver. Look, I'm so glad I ain't get on that with her. It's a woman driver. I'm walking away. It's a lady. Never mind. She can't drive. You know women can't drive. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I look. So I'll be like, you get off. You cash your. Okay, what bank? Who you bank with? What the fuck you mean? Who I bank with? Like, man, what time you think you gonna cash your check, and like how much money you think you gonna get? How much you gonna take out? And they're like, bro, why you asking me this? I was like, well, how many people you gonna have with you when you go cash? And like, you gonna be by yourself? What street you think you gonna be on? I'm like, what, you trying to rob me or something? So I used to say stuff like that to people. I be acting like I'm trying to. You know, they thinking I'm like really invested, and I'm really just trying to set them up. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit like that. They get on. Look,
Like, what
they
time
get it.
is it gonna be? And what's the right? That dude, man.
Yeah, they get it once I be like, what time, and like how many people gonna be in the car with you, and like where you think you gonna go after that? Like what?
How many people gonna be in the car? Is you gonna be by yourself?
Oh, they got the.
Do you need security? That's funny. Oh boy. Yeah. Where the heck I put this thing? Let me see something real quick. I'll check out that Temu a little later. A little later. I have to see something real quick. What the heck? The first thing? I don't know what the. Oh man. Man. What the heck? Look empty in here. Very empty in here. I'm thinking I should. How long have I been on here? 8. Let's see if there's some lives I can read. Let's see. Let's see if there's some lives I can read. TikTok update. See something real quick. Let's see. Oops. Alright. Alright, okay. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna call it then. A little bit dry today than I expected. It to be way longer tomorrow. Tomorrow Friday anyway. Though I don't even know if anybody in here. But alright. I'm gonna catch y'all.